We are live, everybody.
Are we though? Are we though?
I'm alive. I don't know about you. Who's alive?
Yep, we're live.
Are we?
We are broadcasting.
I see the pictures. The pictures looks good. I'm wearing
Oh,
my
yeah.
All
What's up, Jeff?
Lives Matter shirt tonight. 'Cause old people are important. In game time is 2:30 in the morning.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Where have you been, sir? I thought I was the late
Nap time
start.
for Altheus.
I thought I was the late start.
You're the late start.
So
Yeah, but I
Dragus can
seem
go
to
a
be
while
aware of
without
stuff.
sleep, but then when he finally does sleep, it's like
Oh,
hibernation. Don't wake the angry bear.
Don't wake the angry bear. Hey, speaking of, Smug, talk to me for a second. Just
Talking
give
to
me
you
a
for
level on what you're doing.
second.
That works. That's perfect. So last we left, you guys just got out of the general store. You were back in the back looking at all the little fun things inside of the little suite. You made the decision to what? Who's going to tell me what your decision is?
did we come to a decision? I thought Aoife was about to choke a fool out.
No, we all like linked hands and we were ready to go. We're headed towards the mountains.
Oh, that's right. We did all friggin' we're off to see the wizard.
Yes, we
Because
did.
she grabbed my hand and I felt a sensation of safety come across myself.
The wonderful
yeah.
Wizard of Oz.
Oh,
Isn't it funny? We even have Dorothy leading us. All we need is a Toto.
nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that.
With the first fan art that came out, I could see the Dorothy thing.
All right.
And
So,
you were there, and you were there.
oh no, don't no,
Oh,
just don't
geez.
click those heels together.
I'm not gonna lie, I watched that the other day.
Does
Yeah, I
that make
seen that on that
Smaug the
picture you
Wicked
sent
Witch?
me.
I
seen that picture when you sent me that TV picture. I'm like, he's watching The Wizard of Oz.
yeah, it was.
Wasn't Wizard of Oz like the first color movie released or something like that? They did it in
The
like
first part of it
Technicolor
was
or
in
whatever.
black and white, and then they switched.
Oh my gosh.
Yes, sir.
Nothing wrong with that.
Not at all.
I remember learning about it in music appreciation class in junior high.
Ain't nobody talking to you.
But music it's like pop music from back in the day.
I mean, you're not wrong.
I lived in a town of 5,000 people. Let's just say our classes weren't like top of the line, future crushing. we still had the roll-in projectors that you put the clear plastic slides on.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that's kind of true.
Wait, what was the thing we used to use to look at newspaper articles?
Oh, the newspaper readers that you have to like slide little handles on.
Yeah.
We had those at the library. Document magnifiers or document scanners or something.
No, there was a name for it.
I can't remember.
Are you talking about the overlays, like the little overhead
Yeah,
projector?
the things that were like microfiche.
Oh yeah.
Microfiche.
Remember the microfiche?
I just remember it being like a big old like tan box with a viewer.
Oh yeah, no, ours were black. They were huge.
That was like that big, well, the little small microfiche, and then you use the big viewer on it, and it's
Yeah.
like,
yes.
oh,
Yeah, and it had handles on either side that looked like Etch-a-Sketch handles, and you could
yeah,
adjust it.
and you
to see-
twisted it, and it like moved it millimeter size.
Yep.
Oh my god, I remember that.
Yeah, I was sitting there. We were talking about that the other day because somebody was asking, "What the hell is a microfiche?" And I'm like, "Oh my gosh!"
I didn't know that was what it was called. I've heard or I've seen the.
Oh yeah, if you ever really want to have a laugh, go on YouTube and watch kids learning to use a rotary phone.
Oh,
that
dude.
was hilarious.
Look, it's smog keeping us from starting again.
I mean, to be totally fair, people even in my generation saw those as like a what's it called? Like
Did
a
you
gimmick.
start an alliance war in that game, Smog?
Did I do what? No.
Start the alliance war?
Nope. Did somebody
I might
start
have
one?
done that then.
Nice job.
If we lose, we're not going to fall anywhere.
This is true.
All right. So, are we off to see the wizard?
We're off to see
Apparently.
the wizard.
We are indeed, sir.
All right.
We are family. Oh.
Except for Altheus. Altheus is not family. He was the adopted child.
No,
I'm
no.
okay with that.
Alpheus is my family.
I'm okay with that. I'll allow it.
Now that we've been talking turkey,
Oh no.
So, do we get a new map? Oh, fit.
Did
All
we lose? Did we lose a player? We did.
Yeah.
She was having
we
she was
lost
having
Aoife.
problems with she was having problems with her internet earlier.
yeah,
Are we on the left-hand side of this or the right-hand side of this?
you are on the
Left
left.
because we're heading east.
I wanted to make sure that we were directionally not challenged.
Nothing wrong with that.
I like that I can hear the Lord of the Rings soundtrack in the back. My mom's out in the living room watching the movie, and all I hear is worm, 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 worm. I'm like, damn, shit's getting real.
Oh my god. Oh,
Oh, they added a game log on the map now.
That's been a thing.
no, I've had that on there.
The dice
Oh,
roller wasn't.
I don't
on
ever
there,
look
though,
at it. I
was
always look at the player sheet.
Yeah,
The dice roller on there is new, I think, though.
that part.
Yeah.
Well, the DM's got a roll.
No. I have it now. It's
Oh.
everywhere.
Oh, that's good. That's actually really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, I just rolled just a random D20
Oh,
from
I
there.
can roll to. You can also roll to self. That's kind of cool. Does it show
Yeah.
up on stream if I roll to self?
No, it
Cool.
should just go to you.
Dope.
There we go. She's back. She's back.
Sorry.
Nope.
It happens.
back.
It happens.
It's been like this all day. It's probably gonna happen again in the next hour.
I
Oh,
blame
there's-
Comcast.
I blame no. I think you got Google Fiber, don't you?
I have AT&T out here.
Oh
But
yeah.
it's-
Sorry.
It's it's
What do you mean you're sorry?
the
I'd rather have
neighborhood.
AT&T than what we have.
Every time I had, so we had Google AT&T fiber in our last house,
Mhm.
and it went out every week.
Mhm.
Yep.
Did you have a business line or a consumer line?
Consumer.
There's your problem.
The business line costs like 4 times as much.
No, it did not. It was 119 or 139.
Oh, it's
For-
cheaper now.
Really? It's only $20.
Mm.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it was $20 more, and I'd call them
don't
and go,
have no
"You're
more.
costing me money,"
I got
and
no
they'd
more.
be like, "We'll have someone out there ASAP." And my speeds were always at 900 down and 900 up.
Yeah, we never
I have no
actually
more.
get that though.
Go away. Don't look at
Not
me like that.
now because we don't have that.
Oh.
Do you want
So you
Seffi butt,
guys-
so what?
What's that?
Do you want Seffi butt, so what?
I
Is that
want to
you?
know what we're
I
doing
hear-
here. We're in
So-
the middle of a thing. It looks like there's a thing with another thing here, but this one thing looks like the other
A
thing,
thing-
so I'm not sure
a
which
thing
thing
with
we're
the
doing.
thing.
It looks burned to me.
Well, what happened was
Yeah.
This looks
I mean,
like when my
it's
brother
actually
tries to
savings
cook.
Set up.
So you're on a path, and it's hard for you to see around because of the darkness. You know, you really can't see much in front of you. So this is good representation.
Somebody's about to get shanked.
why am I in the front?
Are we linking arms? Is this what's happening?
That's what we had to do, right?
Yeah. Uh-oh. Aoife froze.
We've
Eva!
got to be daisy chained.
She'll be back. She'll be back.
You know, one thing we haven't tested. We've
Here we
tested that
go.
the transmittance goes through like people. But if we're holding a dead person that we happen to kill, does that count?
Jesus, that's not morbid at all.
I mean, I'm just trying to confirm. I'd rather not hold Alpheus's hand, but if I can hold a dead thing's
First
hand
of all,
instead.
I'm not holding your hand. I made sure of that. I'm touching the nice lady cleric's hand and the friggin' midget.
Why are you gonna call
Says
me a
the
midget?
other midget.
Hold on. I'm taller than he is. Thank you.
And also, I believe the proper term is
be-
little person.
Little person?
Yeah, I believe.
Yeah, I'm taller than him.
What you doing, Stinky?
Vertically challenged individuals.
Come back here.
In real life? Vertically challenged?
Yeah, no, not in real life. In real
I'm
life,
not in real life.
Oh, yeah.
Fable.
what did my
I am
wife-
taller than most actors in Hollywood.
Yeah,
If that tells you
most actors in Hollywood are very short.
Exactly.
Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here.
It's incredibly unusual to have actually tall people in Hollywood because it doesn't make sense for framing.
All right. So
Everybody's
you're on the path.
5'9".
You're on a dark path.
Am I
Making
though?
your way to the mountains, I assume. All right.
Sure.
All right. I'm throwing things out there, trying to give you some sense of where
I'll
you're
be
going.
honest with you. I'm just following the lady cleric. She's in charge. She's gonna have to stop feeding her face and start shouting directions.
Yeah, because these three guys can't do it on their own. I mean, we had to
No,
wait
I
the
can
last
totally
time.
do it on my own.
I have an idea.
Uh-oh.
Here we go.
Here it comes. Talk to us, Fizz.
I don't like being on the outside. Can I swap places with
Yeah,
Alpheus?
I'll swap. Here, there. Shut up. Now I'm even further away from the shit can at the other end.
Okay.
Oh my goodness.
At what speed are we moving? Just out of curiosity.
That's your
at
call.
At the gnome's pace. Otherwise, you're gonna have to pick me up and carry me.
I thought you were being carried right now.
I thought
No,
this
I'm
was
holding your
Master
hand.
Blaster.
Mm. Okay. We're moving forward.
Okay.
Was an
What we
18 enough for me to move stealth and keep up with them?
If you okay, so you're having to hold on to somebody, so you can't really be stealthy.
I can be stealth-ish.
Stealthish.
Stealth adjacent.
Technically, he doesn't have to be holding on to somebody. He could be like walking behind Aoife with a finger poking her.
True.
I have a and finger touching Fizz's ass.
Why are you touching my booty?
You're the one that wanted to be on the fucking inside. You wanted to be the pivot guy.
So you're going to be
Now
like
you're
reaching
behind me.
down.
I will pass.
I'm not like a foot taller than he is. I think I'm like 4 inches taller than he is.
I will. If you poke me in the ass with your finger, I will pass gas on you.
That's okay. I'm still invisible. It's fine.
My character is walking in stride with Aoife and muttering prayers to Helm.
Okay. All right. So in-game
We've been
time.
walking for 15 minutes and I don't see shit.
Exactly. So
We haven't even moved on the map. I feel like I'm being set up here. Okay,
So-
I have a serious.
go ahead. Go ahead.
Like, we just fucking wandered off into the fucking dark and have no bearings for directionality, nothing.
The only thing that you see is, and you can see this on the ground, there is a worn path going east.
No.
Oh, well, then
And-
let's just fucking follow. You know what? Let's be lemmings.
No.
As the lemmings move forward through the
Actually
forest.
whispering good nothings into our ears.
I'm whispering prayers, not nothings.
Like I said, nothing.
Mm.
So when we get to the far end over here, do we just like warp back to the other side?
Yeah, we're just walking along. So, do you remember what the innkeeper told you? How far away the mountains were?
Yeah, a day's
mile.
fucking travel.
Thank you. Thank you. So,
Which is why I'm trying to. It is fucking 3:00 in the morning, and we're just out here just chilling.
Well, if time has passed, let's do this again.
15 minutes has passed. We did not go very far in 15 minutes.
Do I see
We don't know how far
I
we've
do
traveled.
love that 17 though.
We just understand the direction that we've been traveling. We have no gauge for how far we've traveled other than time.
all right.
We could literally be standing next to the inn right now.
Theoretically, yes, but the likelihood of that is low as we observe a change in our scenery that's below us.
I don't like bugbears anymore. In fact, I think I'm going to start taking up a xenophobic structure on bugbears.
My character just goes back to muttering prayers.
All right. So, over the next 9 hours,
9 hours?
nothing has happened while you're walking. The only change is that it's now getting light out and the fog is dissipating. So as we get towards the 6 a.m. hour,
Wait, hold on. It was 2:45. Now it's 11:45.
yeah, so somewhere around 6 a.m., everything just started going and dissipating away.
Okay.
Do we
So
still
now
have
you're-
to hold hands?
I'm just speeding up the timeline because there's really not much going on at this point.
He said the content of you doing nothing sucks.
Throw a battle in and it won't suck.
Is the
Too soon.
scarecrow using his brain again?
All right. So the sun's coming up and the fog is dissipating or dissipated.
Dissipated, as in
All right.
finish.
Now I'm definitely not standing next to these fuckers.
All right, fair enough.
Okay, I'm doing a nature check to look around and see if creatures are coming back out, or if it's just kind of everything's still hiding.
Let's see. That's Fizz. Fizz did a perception at 12 also. One thing you do notice is that it doesn't feel like the sound has been muted
Okay.
like it was before.
Okay.
You guys would start hearing me reciting it then.
Yeah. So it's
Hearing what?
You would hear, like, as we're walking, I've been reciting a prayer of protection to the god Helm. So you would start to hear me reciting that.
I would. You said you were whispering it. Nobody wants to hear that. Be quiet.
Yes, but if we're coming out of the fog, you would hear a whisper 5 feet from me.
I'm not hearing nothing. Stupid bugbears.
all right. So again, you start hearing things. You start hearing the rustling of the leaves with the wind blowing through. You start hearing birds off in the distance. Nothing really in the trees surrounding you. You do hear some scurrying about. Maybe they could be squirrels or something small animal nature, but nothing significant that's happening at this point.
Cool.
Which one of the fluffy things are barking?
That would be the littlest one.
Yeah,
'cause
so
she's
it's
in her
definitely
kennel and
Fable.
she's mad.
Ani's bark is much higher pitched.
Okay, so
Are there
what?
are there any pebbles on the path?
Pebbles?
Pebbles.
Pebbles, as in just small little rocks.
Yep.
Yeah,
Just something
yes.
little. Okay. I'm gonna pick up a pebble and throw it at Alpheus.
Not like you're evading it. He hits you in the back with a little small pebble.
Being a deviant.
He can't see me. I'm John Cena right now.
Just
All right,
Pick up
6:30.
another pebble and smack him in the back of the head with it.
I'm just saying, I'm in stealth mode. I rolled an 18. There is no way you fucking see me.
Hold on. Yeah, you'd have
I'll
to be
roll
right.
an unarmed strike on the midget here in a minute.
it wouldn't be investigation. It'd be perception.
What are you investigating?
He's trying to see me.
Okay, yep, I'm pretty sure I see you. I'm going to pelt him in the back of the head with the pebble.
If that's what you want to do. All right.
I see you.
All right. 6:45 in the morning.
And that's when we're pelting in the back of the head.
Just walking along.
Sed's
we
just
gonna
going to
wait?
look over. Knock it off, you two.
Is 14 enough for a punch in the face?
My armor class is 14, so that would be a no, sir.
Son of a bitch.
I goes to defender.
Wow, that was a delay on my side. Wow. There we go. Still nothing going on. Right.
And we don't see. Hold on. Like, there is nothing. No birds, no nothing.
He said we heard wild creatures, but that they weren't really doing anything.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Hearing a wild creature and not seeing one are not the same thing. You've been in the woods. Name the times that you've only heard them but never seen them.
I mean, if I'm doing a lot of moving, they don't like that. But if you're quiet,
Walking down a trail, you're going to see them. They'll flutter
Yeah.
away. We're getting nothing.
Nothing.
Bro, I do not like this, Sam. I am.
Do we happen to notice any signs of tracks or anything along the path that we're following? Do
Yeah,
we
so
see...
what else besides the fucking rock that he got to throw at me did he get from that 24? Anything else in the perception check? Because this doesn't feel right to me. We are literally walking down a trail that is well traveled in daylight, and there isn't a thing around us. I'm just saying, this is putting my hackles up.
Are you saying this like in character out loud, or is this?
I am thinking to myself out loud right now.
Okay.
Right?
In
Like-
character, I probably wouldn't be thinking very much right now. I'm kind of just zoning and walking.
That's because you're not very smart.
Survival check. Do I notice any like footprints or anything that seem out of place? Any like weird smells that seem out of place?
Or any
The kind of
footprints at
things
all?
that would any footprints at all? Yeah.
Now that you're looking for things, you do see two sets of large humanoid footprints in a path going towards the east.
Are they larger than said?
No,
Okay.
but
Okay.
could
He
be
said large
about the
humanoid
same.
footprints, and I immediately thought like giant. I was like, okay, we can turn around and go home now.
But everybody's a giant to you.
You're not wrong.
So they're about bugbear size, is what you're saying.
Ish.
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 Let's see if I can figure out what kind of footprints these are.
Okay.
Yeah.
You see things.
The only thing that you see are toenail imprints as well as a foot pad.
Okay.
Okay.
So they're not wearing shoes and they have like nails.
Okay, so the next one I'm going to do is see if it's a regular creature or if it's a...
No. What
What?
does Sid's footprints look like?
Well, I'm trying to see now if this is a
I
humanoid
have-
creature or if it's a natural creature.
I have humanoid feet, but I just have really hairy tops. I'm like
Right.
hobbit feet on steroids.
So, Dan, I did a check. Is this a natural creature or a humanoid?
Humanoid.
Okay.
Well, I mean, we know that humanoids travel this direction because we know that people were
Yeah, but
taken.
humanoids that have toenails that stick in the dirt when their foot goes down don't.
Yeah, so
Okay.
we're looking at either a were creature or a
It could be a goblin. It could be a bugbear.
no,
could
it's a
be-
large creature. Could be a troll.
Okay, so it's upright.
I
Correct.
said humanoid.
Humanoid. So bipedal.
Okay.
When you say toenail, is it like a circle or is it like a line? So like human toenails or like talons?
Yeah, I pictured like a wolf
Yeah.
or a dog.
Same. But I just want to double check.
Right. So
That would,
probably
is that what we're getting?
no. So you're getting.
Look, he's
think of it
trying
like
to not give us the goods. Is what he's trying to do right
Yeah, I gotta describe this pretty right.
now.
So good, large size, meaty, fat, fat pad underneath. It's got standard toes on it, but on the toes, it's not that nails are striking, but almost pointed nails are striking into the dirt.
This is not
Definitely a were creature.
This is not good. Okay, so what do I know as a party member from what's going on right now? We've not had these conversations out loud.
Right.
Correct. And we're still walking, correct?
You are still walking. I'm assuming that's your call.
Oh, Fizz is fucking over here looking at the ground, looking at the sky. Aoife's over here looking at things, right? So like we're not just walking. So the question I have is can I say, hey, what do we got? What do you guys see? This is not where I live, right? Like, can we just skip all of that and say that they blast that out for us so we can have this conversation about what we see?
Yeah, I would be telling you guys what I was finding as I was finding it.
I did not hear Mickey Mouse talk one time.
Do you want me to do it in gameplay?
No.
That's what I'm saying.
Look, Mick's like, I do.
I like RP.
But we're gonna RP. But what I'm saying is the information sharing doesn't need to be RP'd.
Right.
Well, for us to understand, but as far as our characters understanding, it should be.
All right, so I'm gonna ask Aoife and Fizz if they have an idea of what type of character would make the tracks that we're talking about. Because I grew up in a city, right? This is not my thing. I don't
Right.
track people like that.
If I were to roll a successful history check, would I possibly know what created that? Or what would I need to roll to figure out what that might be? Or to have a guess what it could be?
So you did do a successful nature,
Yes.
but in your background, I'm trying to figure out if you've
If I would have known
experienced
it.
or seen.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, right? Is what do we know?
So I know, as far as languages, so I'd have a background in those. I know Common, Deep, Gnome, and Sylvan.
Okay.
Because out of character, it's like, well, this is some sort of were creature, right? In character, I don't even know what that means.
And yeah, Aoife knows.
Damn, she knows Infernal.
Yep.
She SMRT.
And don't forget, I am a scholar, Dan, so I do a lot of research on stuff.
Right.
Wrong thing. Sorry.
I like the V. That was nice.
I hit shift instead of control.
Would you though? Let's see. Let's go look at is.
Yeah, because I'm a cloistered scholar, so I have extensive interviews and significant fees to gain access to even the most common archives and libraries. Majority of the library.
No, not that one. Not that one. You already did. Well, if you're gonna do that, if you're gonna do a scholar, do a history check.
Do a history check. Okay.
Yeah. In your readings, it's vaguely familiar to a sketched portrait of like an orc.
Okay. So I will share with the party. Based on a lot of my research and coming around and thinking, it could possibly be maybe an orc.
Interesting.
Great.
No, what does this orc look like?
My character.
Oh, he's about 7 feet tall and probably about 250 pounds. And he's
So he
got
looks
big
like
teeth.
that.
My character speaks Orcish. Would I be able to recognize an orc footprint?
Just because you can speak it doesn't mean you actually have met or seen one.
It would mean that I've interacted with their culture.
Not true. That is totally not true. You can learn a language without interacting with anybody in the culture.
Yeah, but
He's
that
got-
would be if I was
he's got green
studious, which
skin.
I'm not.
Does have a good point. He is pretty stupid.
He's got
Can
green
we-
skin.
How do you know what
Long
color his
nails.
skin is?
That's the standard color for orc skin, green to gray.
Well, that doesn't mean it's green. It could be gray.
He has very long nails on his feet.
He does have very long nails. A man needs a mani-pedi, that's for sure.
If he's like, yeah, that sounds right.
So we see 2 sets of footprints, Mr. DM,
Yes,
and they're identical.
they are roughly. You know,
You
one's
know what I mean,
slightly
right?
larger
Like,
than the other.
I'm not saying they're the exact same person stepping 4 times. I'm saying that like it's the same type of thing in each step. It'd be like 2 humans would be 2 orcs.
Correct.
Okay.
Did you roll a second one and you rolled the same thing?
That one didn't even bounce. It just hit the side and it was like toink, and then it gave me a 3. I was
It's like we know what you're trying to do. Come on.
She is so into what I'm telling her. She's like, yeah, this sounds right.
I'm just trying to see how far the footprints go.
That's pretty good.
So
And-
can we just see that with common perception? Like, can we see that they just lead off indefinitely in front of us?
Well, the path isn't straight. It's a winding path. We wouldn't see that.
But would,
path is
do
pretty
we
straight.
see it as we're walking? Do we continue to see? Okay, how about this? My character is going to watch the ground while I'm walking, holding hands with Afi.
We're not holding hands anymore, sir.
With
It's
Aoife.
daytime.
I'm going to hold Aoife's hand while I'm walking, watching the ground until I see if these things veer off somewhere.
For the record, each of these perception rolls, as we call time, is for checking for like an orc ambush or
For change
whatever
if
creature
anything's
we think it
changed.
is ambush. Yeah. But I don't see shit, so it's
Yeah.
fine.
Are you going to tell me, hey, maybe you should look out for orc ambushes? Because I could always look.
I don't think that Aoife would want to like to her, like, you are a tiny little creature. And it's adorable that you are looking for things and
Aw.
doing things. And I don't,
She said, "Go stand over there."
She's
Nobody's
like-
baby
she's
in the
like-
corner.
She's like, you're so cute. Just move out of the way, honey. I could just see Aoife picking me up going, you're just so cute. You're just so cute.
My last campaign, I had a kobold that sat on my shoulder at one point, and
Oh, jeez.
he was my little buddy.
You know those are humanoid and they have like actual intelligence. Like they're just a person. So you just had a person sitting on your shoulder.
Yeah,
She
his
just
name was
told you that
Grokbar. His name
she
was
just-
Grokbar.
she just told you she doesn't want Fizzlewhip looking out for things because he's too little and too cute. Okay, she don't care.
I like how you say that.
My intelligence is a 20, and
Y'all
she's
need
like, "You're
Jesus.
cute. Get out of the way."
I'm just imagining this grumpy ass kobold sitting on her shoulder everywhere she goes, like having conversation with NPCs. She won't leave me alone.
No,
Y'all need Jesus.
Grokbar, we saved Grokbar's life. Okay, Grokbar was our buddy. Anyway, long story. I will follow up with that later. We see
Grabbar.
nothing. This is fine.
And just to kind of represent better,
Hey, it's daytime.
It is.
The fog is lifted.
Oops.
Hey, there's a tree down.
Yes.
Mm.
Let's get that right. So, as you're coming along this path and you're looking around, rolling for perception.
Wait a minute. I don't like this tree being down. I'm telling everybody we need to tell. I'm literally getting everybody's attention that we need to pay attention to the fact that that tree is down and could be a trap. Could be some sort of roadblock. Could be a way for them to slow us down. Could be an ambush. That is straight strats 101. Like you put things in the way of people, you pause them, you make a move, they make them go around. Bam!
Street smarts.
Does Aoife notice anything that seems like an orc ambush or orc nesting areas? I don't know what you would call them.
Orc nesting area.
I
Not
don't know, do
like
they like make little
insects.
straw beds and they like lay on them and then walk away the next morning? I don't know.
Grok think bed lumpy.
Oh my god.
I'm imagining the peons that you go around and whip back into shape at the beginning of World of Warcraft.
Grok that rockin'. That's all I picture in my head right now.
All right. So you approach and you see this tree in front of you that has been chopped down. You can actually see it's been chopped down, not something that's just fallen on its own out in the woods.
Okay, Fizz, we need to like be smart here.
Absolutely.
No, like this is not. People don't fall trees onto roads to make people like excited. There's a reason this tree was fell.
Yep.
Okay. I'm investigating the surroundings.
Okay.
I'm looking for, are there more tracks in this area? Are there,
Finally.
You
yes, you
whore.
see drag marks on the path,
okay.
almost as if something was bipedal dragged going towards the east, with the big footprints in line with that dragging.
Okay. So I'm going to let the party know. This has definitely been set up here by the same footprints that we've been following.
So is my 13 enough to get me stealthed or no?
Yeah, I mean, absolutely.
Okay. So I want to do I want to walk around. I'm definitely looking for traps, snares. You want me to run a perception on that?
Just what? Yeah, give me a quick.
So, just to be clear, how big is the tree that's fallen across the road?
Fair size. So to you, being a bugbear, could you lift it? You could try.
Not necessarily like lift it, like just throw it over my head, but like drag it off the road.
It's probably a good 4.5 foot around.
Holy shit! Okay, that is a huge tree.
Yeah. Probably the way it's felled
Small
onto the
redwood.
felled onto the road there.
Lord.
Probably a good 35-ish feet tall.
35 feet tall and 4.5 feet in diameter.
Yeah, it was.
Seas.
That is the thickest tree on planet Earth.
4.5 feet around.
To be fair, we have a very distinct disadvantage in tree structure. Okay.
I'm just saying. Okay,
Considering-
so we've
we
got the
used-
chode tree sitting across the
we,
freaking
we used
path.
we used to cut timber for firewood every year, and we would cut cords and cords of firewood. So from us and my dad.
Between me and you, we've probably felled 1,000 trees in our life in total.
No.
Over 15 years.
No. I right. That's what I'm saying. So okay. So let's go back to this. I got a perception check at 24. So essentially, I want to know: is there anything around the tree that's gonna like jump out and bite me? Right? Is there snares, traps, triggers, like anything that
That's
around here that just doesn't look right for me?
It's a persuasion check. It's not a perception check.
What?
Oh, I'm sorry. Thank
Who are
you.
persuading? Are you persuading the tree to move?
I clicked the wrong. There was a P in
Please
the
don't hit me with your
line.
branches.
Now it's gonna come out with a red wall.
Well, the branches would have broke when it fell. Just so
Don't
we're
touch me
clear.
with your leaves.
That's what you get.
Nice.
You talked all that fucking shit, and I rolled the same number. Suck it.
You perceive
right.
nothing. You perceive
So I
nothing.
persuaded all those traps to tell me where they were. Can I see them now?
So you're going through the tree. You're lifting up the limbs as much as delicately you
camera.
can. You're kind of doing your thievery type way of
My
looking.
due diligence.
Yeah. Nothing is popping out. Nothing is springing on you. There's no contraption set. It just looks like a tree that's been cut in the middle of the woods.
Okay. So then my other question is there any conveyances of any kind? Horses, carriages, carts, anything like that that's around that looks like it was stopped by this tree?
No.
Be a little dude
Is
says
it
hi.
the only tree that's fallen in this area?
This is the only tree that you have seen that has been cut in this area.
Okay.
Okay, so there's no conveyances, no carts, no wheelbarrows, no horses, no nothing. But we see drag marks of something being drugged somewhere by something.
Which direction do the drag marks lead to?
They go east.
They go into east. Yes.
They go east over the path.
So they are being, figure your drag marks are.
Okay, and so we're clear. There are no leftover tools from the felling of said tree.
Nope.
I look at Altius and I go, if the drag marks are heading down the path, I don't think that this is an ambush point because they would be hiding something off of the side of the road, not down the path.
Well, I hear you, but my point is if you were going to stop somebody and take them back to wherever you were going, you could abscond with them there. My thought
I
process
totally
there, but
understand.
I don't know. We got to keep going then. All I got to say is if I get caught in a snare now, Dan, I'm going to be pissed.
Let's walk around the tree and continue east.
Sounds good.
I'm climbing over the tree. I'm being
You're gonna climb
rebellious.
over? Okay.
I'm going to just walk over it on the base part.
Yeah, because you're like 19 feet tall. I got to use like 4 branches to get over this thing.
I'm gonna
All right,
go
so
around
we're
the
still
tree.
headed east. It's 7 a.m.
8
a.m. There's drag marks that are continuous.
Intermittently, but yeah, think of the way the padding of the humanoid feet are, the orcish feet. They're at a good pace, kind of slowed down before this tree. You see a lot of tracks around where the tree's at now that you're looking for it. But the drag marks are kind of like you can tell that they're walking fast and it's like bouncing along the path. So
What did I miss?
I'll send it to Jack. Give me a sec.
Fuck. That's the tree that got fell. Thank you.
what is that?
That's the tree.
That's
you
chode tree.
described. 4 feet across and 30 feet tall.
There you go. All right, so you're on the other side of the tree. Everybody made it. Nothing.
Walking east.
Yeah, walking
I'm
east.
just a little worried that we're gonna hear meat's back on the menu, boys. Right about now.
Dude, if Urukai come walking out of this forest, I'm throwing you and then running back. The hobbits get to go back on the menu.
11
Sauron wants you.
Okay, so
continuing on this path, we'll just use this screen for now. The trees are not felled anymore. That's just a standard open path, but it continues to the east.
That was one thing. Wait, you said that we knew that it looked like it was cut down, not like broken down.
Correct.
Okay, never mind. All right, well, my character goes back into his little meditative state of reciting prayers and walking along.
Okay.
Is anybody behind us?
Has anybody looked?
Behind us?
Yeah. Has anybody looked?
That's what I'm asking. I'm looking behind us. Is there anyone there?
Roll perception.
Motherfucker. My natural 15 is not enough to see the guy on the horse behind us. It's about to kill us all.
If he was on a horse, we'd hear it.
No, he wouldn't. It's a dead horse.
Plodding hooves are loud.
So as you're looking back as far back as you can see, it's not like there's a curve of the earth kind of thing, but the only thing you kind of notice is that there's no smoke coming out of the chimneys back in the town where you would normally see that when you're walking up into a town. You don't
We've been
notice
walking
that
for 9 hours and we can still see the town?
Yes. So as you're walking, remember, you're going slightly uphill.
Are we on a treadmill?
To try and get towards
No,
it.
he's saying like we're looking down into the valley where the town is from
Yeah.
higher elevation.
Yeah, because you're farther away.
Okay.
Because this is like the first time you've kind of looked back.
That's kind of concerning.
So you have slowly, I would say you've been up. Now that you've noticed, you probably have gone up a couple hundred feet.
But you did say it was warm today when we first started, so it's possible that chimneys wouldn't be lit because chimneys are used to heat houses.
Or there's nobody there and they all got taken and they're all waiting on us to get there because we're going so slow.
Or no food's being cooked, but in the houses where you were at before, there was fires going.
Yeah.
They're all dead. If I had one job.
We're 9 hours out. We aren't going back for them. That's for sure. We have to keep trying to save the kids that we're trying to rescue. So we keep going, I guess.
Well, you have really only been on the road for about 6.5 hours.
Oh, okay. I thought you said 9. It passed. Sorry.
No, I'm just doing a 9-hour span
journey.
At this point. Yeah.
Okay.
What the fuck are we missing?
Yeah, never mind.
Do you continue east?
Mog, you're the smart character. What are we missing?
Well,
do we see smoke in any direction?
No, you don't.
If you remember right, I told you in that one building there were there was drag marks. So,
We've seen drag marks the whole way. The point that I'm making is
but what I'm saying is we seen drag marks from a building there. So they could have very well just invaded the entire town while we were trying to figure out the fog.
Not to mention, when we got to the shopkeep, who does live at the shop, we noticed that he wasn't there. We noticed there
Well,
was no one in the inn. It's very possible that by the time that we left the Madam, what's her name, Madam Yuri's house, that there
the
was no
people
one
were
in
all
town.
drug off. Yeah.
Do the woods to the side of us still look dark?
No, it's a good question, but no.
It just
So
looks
as
like
the sun has
standard
gotten higher in
forest cover.
in the east, and it's being blocked a little bit by, we're going to use a standard Earthish type east to west travel of the sun. As the sun is starting to now just slightly come over the horizon of the mountains, everything's kind of lightening up more and more. What you don't see is that fog that was there before, that thickness. You definitely have not had any muffling inside of your ears. It's not like you're covered like they were before, where you couldn't really hear very well. The sound of rustling of some type of small animals and birds are in the distance, but they're not quite close to this path.
What is the mace doing? Anything?
Well, the mace really didn't change much of anything because the light of the sun is coming up. There's a slight, but not quite perceptible lightness to that gem inside of the mace. You can tell that it's emanating something, but not enough to be anything of danger or whatever it's trying to do.
Okay.
So I did an investigation. I'm looking at these drag marks now. Are they human drag marks? Are they?
They definitely look
object?
like the heels of a human being dragged.
Okay. So I
How
will
many?
relay that to the
just one.
party.
He said
What?
a set of one drag mark.
Now, does it look like it's like maybe somebody's in a net and they're being drug along, or just like they're being carried drug? Do I see any wheel marks like a wagon?
So there is no wagonish, um, any of those marks inside. There's no, uh, any other mechanical mechanism of any kind. It just looks like two heels are being dragged. Now,
Okay.
they're not anything different than just like together. They're not
Right.
flailing back and forth. They're just like together.
Okay.
So whatever it is that they're dragging is not aware that they're being dragged.
Got it.
The only thing we see out here is a path and trees, right?
So
And
path,
drag marks.
trees, no animals.
And the giant mountain is still headed east in front of us.
It is still in front of you. Yeah.
Does it seem like it's getting closer?
Yes.
So just keep going.
Yeah.
Now, what'd you just say, Aoife?
Just keep going.
Just keep going. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Fizz. I'm adjusting some volumes as we're doing this.
Okay.
I don't know what to do here.
Yeah, that didn't do me any good.
When it comes down to it, we've been traveling and we're starting to get more wary because we feel like we're getting closer. But the fact is, we knew we were walking into danger from the start. We just need to continue to be vigilant and to be
Yeah.
hyper aware of where we're going.
Yeah.
That was my baby.
Beauty, getting
would
famous.
it be useful for
fallen tree.
us to assign like one person for like every 30 minutes to be the person who's like
However,
super
will you-
highly focused on paying attention to everything, or is it just generically we're trying to focus?
Well, we got to keep an eye on all of our surroundings. So I think one of us should kind of focus mostly on forward, one of us should focus left, one of us should focus right, one of us should focus behind. And I don't mean like, walking backwards, but, constantly just checking our surroundings everywhere as a group.
Well, you guys would have seen me turn around and check just recently.
Yeah.
Aoife's on the far right, so Aoife can look right. I'll look center. Fizz left and Altheus back. Because
Works for me.
Altheus just looks over his shoulder anyways.
Works for me.
Okay. Then we continue eastward.
All right. What do we got here? Nice. All right. So 8:45 in the morning, still nothing going on. You're walking. There's nothing that you're noticing out of the ordinary as you're still walking along the path. Are you still investigating? Are you gonna?
So I did a survival check. What I'm trying to do is I'm following these tracks. I'm trying to identify signs and predict, if there's something that we're missing.
So the question I have for the DM is what does our passive numbers get us, right? So as a passive of 15, what do I see? Like a passive perception of 15, do I see just normal stuff? Do I have to check something, or will I see somebody at some point before it's too late?
I mean, you're more aware. You're not hyper aware, but you're more aware of your surroundings as a passive. If you're going to look for something very specific, of course, do a perception check. But in general, you're just aware of your surroundings. You notice that the animals are not coming towards you. You do notice the birds are not flying overhead. You would think that they would cross from one side of the path to the other. None of them are doing it.
That's what I'm saying. I just don't understand. This is odd.
Is there anything notable about the environment as we're getting closer and closer to the mountain? Like, do we notice any shift in fauna, any shift in like more plants are dead, anything?
No, it's still the same. Probably more rocks to the side. When I say rocks, not small rocks, but boulder-ish, but not full-size boulders.
Okay.
For you, they would be smaller, but for like Fizz or for Al, they would be big enough to sit on.
Okay.
I missed I caught the part with the birds not flying around, but do we hear any birds?
You do, but not directly next to you. You know they're out in the distance. You hear something out there, but nothing is close to where if you looked in the trees right around you, you'd see them in the woods.
Does
That is
anyone
not
recognize
okay,
the
by
type
the
of
way.
bird?
Standard
It's a
birds for the
mockingjay. She
period.
put up 3 fingers.
Okay, so it's not important. Okay. Just I'm saying that we continue rolling east until something interesting happens.
Yeah, I think I don't like what's happening, but I think we should continue east.
It's a new hour.
And every time Dan hits me with a new clock, I'm like, what?
He's like, "What's going on? What's going on?"
So we're at 9 a.m. now.
I think I would like to take a few steps into the woods
Okay.
off the beaten path.
Yeah, how dense is the forest, by the way? Is this like a thicket and it's just there, or is it like, can we see a little ways? Because like when you've been in the woods, you can see it's not just there's so many trees you can't see what's on the other side of it.
It's not a black forest. It's not something that's so thick you can't really see into it. You could see a good fair distance into it. Give it
like
a
this.
quarter of a mile ish that you can see weaving through the different types of trees and bushes. You can see into it. But in that same quarter-ish mile, as you're looking into it, if you think about it, what's a quarter mile? How many feet is that? There's not
Like
much.
1,000 feet.
1,000. It's
Yeah,
3
you're not
football
going to
fields.
see. Yeah, you're not really seeing any animals. You hear them, but you're not seeing them.
Well, if we can see that
That's a
far,
pretty good
odds are that most animals would be trying to hide in spaces where they couldn't be seen, especially because most things are prey.
How many
out
deer have
there.
you seen literally on the side of the road as you drive
No,
by?
for sure, for
Mhm.
sure. But I'm saying, like,
So
Just saying, they're
this is what I'm picturing. So is that look about right there, Dan?
less
yeah,
dense.
like that's the one that Sean just sent through too. Kind of that same thing is what I think I'm hearing too.
So somewhere between
Not-
those two.
Not a
Okay.
thick understory. The occluding edge is the trees, not any sort of brush or bushes or stuff.
Not like the kudzu crap that I've got in my real life one over here.
Yeah.
But it's just a standard, if you think of like a pine forest, it's kind of it's spaced out pretty well.
Okay.
With the 17 survival, can I see any animal tracks on the ground? Not orc tracks, not human tracks, animal tracks.
Good question. No.
Yeah,
I want to
this
walk
makes
further
me
into the
super
forest.
nervous.
Okay.
Fizz,
Yes,
can you do a detect magic?
I can. Or I'm sorry. Yeah, absolutely.
Hey, this isn't Magic the Gathering, bro. We use voices here.
We use voices.
Shut up. Okay, so I will cast.
How long is
Detect
the cast time
magic.
on detect magic?
It is.
27 minutes later.
It's like. It's just an action, so it's super
Okay.
fast. But duration's 10 minutes,
Okay.
and it goes in a 30-foot sphere from me.
30 feet. Fuck.
I mean, it covers the path at the very least.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying, I was hoping for something that was like a quarter of a mile.
Walks into the
Okay.
bad guy's lair, can detect the enchantment on the game.
Exactly. See? Now you get it?
Good lord.
So I cast detect magic.
I'm not the DM. I'm trying to get all the advantages I can get right now.
The metagamer.
Up, up, down, down, left, right, BA, select, start.
The fact that you know Konami code by heart.
Quarter mile into another quarter mile in. Clearly not paying attention as I'm going. Do I see any animals yet? We're
Are
half a
we?
mile into the forest.
Are we, the Three Stooges, continuing to walk on the trail at all concerned about the fact that Aoife is now at the edge of our vision deep into the forest?
I was under the impression that we were with her.
I was under the impression
No.
that she had walked off like a little bit,
Yeah.
but we could still like see her walking along with us against the path. Not that she
All
was
right.
just like, all
So
right,
then-
folks, I'm going off.
Okay, so then let me take this opportunity to do what I do best. The pretty lady just walked off.
My character kind of like Etch-a-Sketch shakes himself out of his like trance state and looks over like, where did she go?
She gone.
He gone.
Also, anything returned from the detect magic?
So where's my detect magic?
It's a spell that he has.
I know, but didn't somebody? Okay.
Sometimes
Last time I tried to roll it, it broke the whole thing. Remember?
Oh,
Is it a
that's
roll or is it just a spell description?
It's just a spell description.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, you can roll it if need be for something.
Yeah. You need to know what the spell does.
All we want to
No,
know
no,
is
no,
are
no.
you going to tell us any of the shit that you're hiding from us or not?
So from your detect magic, the only thing that's magical around you of any kind, of any importance, of anything, is there's a weird glow about 60 feet above you. And that's about it.
Oh no, just a weird
First
glow.
of all, detect magic only goes 30 feet, but thank you, DM. 60 feet above us, there's just this random freaking orb of light floating above us.
Think of it like an aura,
Hmm.
but only a slight color to it.
Is what color?
Yellow.
Is there a paladin coming along with us that I didn't know
Does
about?
it taste like blue?
Oh yeah, there's blue sky.
Okay, so anyway, ignoring the fancy trickery light that's floating in the sky, apparently, I'm gonna look over to our right, and I'm just gonna like.
And just so you know, only Fizz knows this.
Okay,
yeah.
I'm gonna look off
Fidget.
to my right and like shout, but not like at the top of my breath, but just enough that I feel like the Aoife could hear me. Aoife, are you coming back?
Do I see anything half a mile into the woods? Like, are there
Half a
animals
mile?
finally? Yeah, I'm half a mile now. We were a quarter mile. I went in another quarter mile.
Well, we were still trying to. We didn't even get an answer, and you kept walking.
Wait. She's half a mile. I thought she was like, what?
This is also very like canon for me in real life too.
Split the party.
This-
Split the party.
I will second that statement. That is
Wait,
very
hold on,
canon
though.
in real life for her as well.
I pointed out she walked off before she walked off. So
You did.
if we were going to make those adjustments, we need to make the adjustments mathematically, because she wouldn't have got another quarter of a mile before we would have been like, oh, she disappeared.
Yeah, that's also
So
fair.
either we went with her or she didn't go
but-
as far as she thinks.
I think it would be like in character for you guys to take a quarter of a mile to argue about whether or not you were coming with me.
I would
That's
agree
true.
with that as well.
Yeah, that is true.
She's got a point.
That's a good point.
Not true. She's the only one that I trust. I would totally leave you two fuckers and walk away.
Yeah,
What?
but I would try to
Hey.
like, if she was only just a little bit or seemingly just a little bit off the path, I'd just look over here and be like, it's fine. She's probably just got to take a piss or something.
Wait. Why exactly don't you trust me? What did I do to you?
You trust the bear.
But I also protected you.
You also told him to throw me into the fucking fog.
I did not tell him to throw you into the fog.
No,
He
that
did
was
that
my
on his own.
decision.
Exactly. Do I see anything?
She rolls a 9.
Well, the 9 was the perception for if I was like looking around and like looking behind me and paying attention, and I was not.
Also,
Yeah.
I just like to point out, like out of character, Smog notices a light above us, and she's half a mile in the forest, which means it's not floating above the hammer.
That's a fact.
Just
Oh, by the way,
No
with
one
my
knows
detect
there's a
magic,
light above us.
I noticed there's a light up in the ceiling area.
In the ceiling.
Sky.
Yeah, ceiling area.
Sky.
Ceiling.
he doesn't get outside much.
Fizz, I know your workshop has a ceiling. That's called the sky. And in the sky, there's a sun, some moons, some stars, and even clouds.
To be fair,
When you
he
say
probably
a
knows
color
stars.
area up there, are we talking about the blue sky? Because that's always there.
Fizz.
Look, there's a ceiling level of the sky. It's at the ceiling level.
Okay, so the question I have is now do I get to see said coloration?
Now that you
Or-
look up and he's pointing it out, yes.
Okay. At which point I now look around and notice that Aoife's not anywhere around us, and the panic moment sets in.
My character's just looking up at the lights.
Guys, I told you the pretty lady wandered off. Now she's gone.
Wait. Like, my character looks. Is she, like, out of sight gone?
She's a half a mile
away.
You cannot see a half a mile.
You like Itty bitty bitty bitty.
I have really good eyes.
Then your really good eyes need to fucking flex and find her.
Too many trees in the way.
Okay.
Fuck me.
And
I'd also like to point out of character, she has the only thing that matters if the fog rolls in.
Yeah.
or anything else by that logic.
So can we get a move on and try to go find her in that direction? Like, hot jobbing and, a little travel into the forest?
So, Aoife, as you're out there in the middle of the forest, you do start seeing some animals, squirrels in the trees. You definitely see some birds moving around in the air. But you can tell that it's not like they're avoiding going back to the road. They just don't care about it.
Can she like Snow White this shit or what?
Interesting. Okay. I don't have talked to animals. I wish I did. If only there was a druid.
We had one.
Background.
Fucking
I
left.
know. I know.
In the background, you hear, hi ho.
It's my people.
I'm gonna look over at the other two, and I'm gonna be like, we should go see if we can find her, and start walking into the forest. And specifically, I'm gonna try to keep my steps quiet.
I try to pick up a squirrel.
It runs away.
Okay.
It's like, what are you doing?
They're savages, man. Don't be messing around. Those
They're
little tree rats
actually-
are not friendly.
There are news articles of college kids in Davis trying to pick up the squirrels because the squirrels come to humans for food and people feed them and they're idiots.
The
And
ones
they
in
have been
Michigan
bitten
State
by
were
them.
bad. Yeah. Yeah.
Can we focus on the most important thing to Altheus right now?
We're walking south to go find
Where's
her.
the pretty lady who keeps me safe?
She went into the forest.
She can't be moving faster than we're moving, though.
Wait, she went north? She crossed us over and we didn't notice her walk?
Which way did you go, north or south?
I was thinking to the right, so probably south, because there's like that little opening right there. So, yeah.
All right. Well,
Just putting you down
What
there.
happened here?
I don't know
Can
about
I-
you guys, but I think we should go into the forest. And my character's just going to start going that way.
Can I roll
said
with
that already
advantage?
twice now.
Let's go then.
If I use part of my rations, can I roll with advantage to try and bribe a deer?
Jeez.
What do you want to bribe a deer for?
I'm just trying to figure out where she thinks hardtack is going to make a deer happy.
I want to see if it will like cross the line between like the road and the forest.
So your
Like, I'm gonna
whole thing
tell-
is you're trying to lure the deer with you back
Uh-huh.
to the road a half a mile away. I'm just making sure I get all that.
The intent is to
Is this the opening scene of Bambi? Is Bambi's mom about to get shot?
Gosh.
So tomorrow morning on my stream, you'll hear,
I'm
hey,
trying-
P, how was the D&D session? We tried to lure a deer for 3 hours.
With hardtack candy.
Animals tend to avoid things that are dangerous to them. So I'm trying to figure out why they're avoiding the area. If it's just like because there's typically noise or something, or if it's like something that's really like
Sure, it's got nothing to do with the
primally
giant orcs in the fog walking through
Had
there.
you not walked off from us, you would know there was a glowy thing at the ceiling.
Also, when we start walking into the forest, does glowing things seem to follow us?
No, not does it follow us, is it still glowing?
No. Is it still above us? If it's still over the road, that's fine.
So let's see, you're probably a good say 100 yards into the woods. And you look up and try and get to the sky. There's a canopy of leaves and trying to see up on top of there. Not really. You can tell that it might come out this way, but there's so many leaves in the way you really can't tell.
Man, you've never been in a damn forest in your life. Lying about not being able to see through the top of the trees.
The thinking like you can see. I don't know if
Yeah,
you've been in
the
any
trees are sparsely spread out, but you can't see through the tops of them because the 4 foot across by 35 foot tall trees have 75-foot branches.
They're century trees.
Hey,
the overstory is as wide as the tails that grow within them.
keep playing with the DM. See how that works out.
Can we focus? Where's the pretty lady?
Yeah, these are not. What am I trying to think? Cedar trees. This isn't Texas.
Listen,
Damn. He went there.
trees.
He said, "This
Remember
ain't
that stuff
Texas,
that you guys
sir."
call a pencil tree in Georgia.
We have a lot of pencils here.
Look, I grew up in Ohio where they got maple trees, and those
Those
things
are
are
not real
thick.
trees either. I'm talking actual redwoods.
Oh no, we're not in redwood trees. That
I
tree
would
isn't
love
big
to have
enough.
redwoods, but we're not. You're not there. That's not the kind of trees these are.
I'm just saying. The tree in my parents' house and the front of their yard is a cedar tree that's 5 feet across at the butt. Now, back to the pretty lady. Where
You're
is
from
she?
Cali.
I'm from Northern California, not Los Angeles.
Yep.
There is a difference.
I'm going back to Cali. Back to Cali.
Big difference between the two.
That's like saying Georgia and Florida are the same state.
So
That bottom one
this
looks like Colorado.
That
That's
bottom one is the
Quincy,
town we live
California.
in.
That's where we grew up.
And those are all tiny ass trees right there, by the way.
So this right here is what B's seeing in his theater of mind.
Yes.
Yeah, that's
like
what I'm
aspens.
And
No.
this is what I'm seeing in my theater of mind. Where was it? I know I seen it just a second ago.
It better not be just an all black fucking image.
It's not.
No.
It's not. I got it. This is what I'm seeing in my theater of mind, is what I believe the DM is describing.
I'm waiting.
Coming.
This is like when I text you.
That's much cleaner. Not quite. The trees are a little skinnier, but yeah.
He said it was a pine forest, sir. That's not a pine.
Just so we're clear, pine and cedar do not look exceptionally different from a overarching standpoint.
And neither have leaves.
That is fact.
So
This
I would
would be
head
more of what
back
you would see
pending
in a
my
pine
question
forest.
about bribing the deer.
Where's the pretty lady?
Yeah, that's true.
Aoife is a wise woman. She's not an intelligent woman. She would stick to this of deer, food, follow, danger.
I am going to continue walking towards Aoife, and I am also going to, at this point, yell as literally loud as my character is capable of.
How do we not catch her?
Which,
How-
just so we're clear, I'm fairly sure could carry a mile.
All the deer scatter. You like ruined my plan. Start coming back pissed.
Like, I am genuinely screaming, Aoife!
Aoife, roll a perception just to see if you can hear it.
Perception?
To see if she can hear us
I'm
carrying
pretty
on.
sure that the people at the mountain heard that.
Well, she's focused on trying to get this deer.
All
To
the deer
follow
ran
her.
away.
That is a solid.
Freaking ADHD, the character.
So you hear a muffled out in the distance.
Damn.
I've got a slur in my speech. I drank a little bit too much in the tavern before
Well,
we
she's not
left.
paying attention. Her focus is on the deer, the squirrels, the bird. She's
Yeah.
focused.
Here, little
Testing a
guy.
theory. Testing a harebrained theory.
She's doing the. Oh, he's so cute. Come here, little
I just
friend.
want to point out, I don't want to hear another damn thing from the cleric about how long it takes us to figure something out, because it's going to take us 2 hours to get her back onto the road.
Well, most people, when you're not walking at a gnome's pace, can walk half a mile in less than 30 minutes.
Wow,
So-
there's some real gnome hatred.
DM, am I capable of walking at a faster pace because I'm long-limbed?
Yes.
Okay.
There's some gnome hatred going on in this session. I feel
Well,
targeted.
to be totally fair, my feet or my legs are like 4.5 feet long, and yours are like a foot long.
Gnome hatred. That's all I'm gonna say.
I'm just saying.
All right.
All
So,
right.
Aoife, what are you doing right now? You still trying to get this deer to do something?
Has it been about 15 minutes?
Yeah.
It's been like a half hour.
Okay. Then I think I'd start heading back at that
Okay.
point. Just be like, all right.
If
All
you
right.
started
I'd like to
walking off road at 9:30 or 9:15, at the latest, it's 9:45 now.
I'd like. Wait, she walked a mile in 30 minutes?
The average person can walk 5 miles in an hour.
Half a mile and then half a
Was
mile.
she like
half a mile.
speed walking, or was she?
She's got wings. Like,
That's fair.
yeah.
I'm just saying. Think about it in terms of a 10-minute mile is a slow run mile. That means you could get 6 miles in an hour at a slow pace.
Right.
I mean, you can walk a mile, and I'll
20
use the dog analogy. You can walk a mile with your dog at the dog's pace in about 17 to 18 minutes.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So 5 miles an hour it's not far. When you think
Okay.
about a half hour, that's
I'm just thinking uphill.
well,
Well, path is uphill.
okay.
You're kind of going parallel to it right here.
Okay.
Okay.
we have literally ADD'd the episode.
We have indeed ADHD'd the episode.
My character again is gonna yell out at the top of his lungs, Aoife.
Aoife, you do hear it this time. Since you're
Okay.
coming, you've turned
All
around
right.
and are starting back.
I'm not going to respond to it, but I'll just like shake my head and just keep going back like the way that I came.
Okay. So you're coming back to these guys.
Shaking your
Sad.
head at me.
Yeah. Said you
He's like
kinda
shouting
see
in the
her
middle of
shake the
this forest, disrupting the peace
Motherfucker walked half a mile or a mile, excuse me, off the road.
quietly. Quietly.
You guys are
You're
cracking.
gonna quietly walk into your damn grave.
It's okay. I'll just raise myself out of it.
All right.
Lord.
Fizz said, Al, what are you just waiting for her to come back? You kind of see that she's walking
Well,
back now.
I tried to do a perception check to make sure there wasn't anything happening around us, but obviously at my
Kind of,
height,
yeah.
I
I
can't
ignored
see
it.
shit.
I'm going
No.
to go ahead and look around because I was screaming like an idiot. I want to make sure that there's no one like tracking down into the
That's
sound.
what I was trying to look around for, yes.
Okay.
So unless it's blaringly and blatantly, wow.
That's a nice one. You don't notice anything out of the ordinary.
Okay.
It's still the same. You know, you're about 100 yards into the woods. You still kind of see that yellowish aura-ish through the trees back towards the road, but not quite above you.
So is she back within like communicative distance?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
So I'm gonna walk up to her. I'm gonna poke her in the thigh, and I'm gonna be like, "Hey, pretty lady, the little guy says there's a overcast thing here, and you gotta ask him. It's something smart."
Okay. I'm gonna look up first, and I assume see the yellow light.
If we're back on the road, not in the canopy.
Oh, so I can't see it right now when I look
Can't
up.
see it right, so I'll tell you. So
Wait,
when
no.
we're in the-
Okay. No, first of all, I
when we're
want
in
to
the
look at
forest,
it.
you can't see nothing. But if you get out on the road, there's a yellow thing on the ceiling.
Do you have a
By the way, welcome
How
back.
do I quit this? How do I quit this? I don't know how to do this without the bot. Found it.
Breathe.
through tears, she's gonna be like, "You're so cute."
This time, she's going in the middle.
Okay.
Okay.
Now you know
All
how
right.
I felt when we took the trip through the petrified desert with Baby Kate, where you were in the back seat. That's how much I was laughing. I'm like, she's so cute.
Oh,
All right, so we're getting back on the road and walking towards our destination, and not 5 old Mouseketeer running off into an adventure in the forest.
so all right. So you're getting back on the trail.
Does
Back
the
on the
light
masking.
does the light above us look like the light coming out of the mace before we do that?
No, different color.
It's different color. Okay.
It's
Yeah,
yellow.
Mace was more white. This is a yellow.
Interesting.
Now that Fizz has made you aware what was above you,
Interesting. I want to throw something at it.
It's light.
Well, it was like an aura, right?
I'll call it. It's like I wouldn't call it shimmering, but more aura-ish. Yes.
Yeah, I want to like just like a little pebble, just like maybe. I'm gonna try. It might not actually do anything. What would you prefer I roll for that check?
Really good. That's what I would prefer. Really good. An athletics check, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm thinking athletics.
Okay. Nope. Maybe. Possibly.
You don't quite get as high as where that is coming from.
Does the aura react at all to like?
No. It's not shimmering. It's not moving. It's kind of just. It's on the ceiling.
My character, following suit, like picks up a rock and goes to throw it, and like he's got the strength of it, but he doesn't let go of it in time, so it just goes straight down into the dirt.
And Fizz doing an Arcana.
Yeah, I'm trying to see if I can figure out if I can
I
remember
just look at Zed and just
what
put
the
my
yellow
hand over my face, just like, oh.
what kind of magic usually the yellow color represents.
Okay. It's not emanating an
Probably some
evil
sort of earth
or
magic.
a good. Anything that's like a something that you would fear or just feel good about. It's just there. That's the only way I can describe it.
There. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Does it like have a distinct start and stop radius?
You can definitely see when you're looking up at it. It's not that it so much fades away off to the side, but it does. But more, it feels like it's a distance thing. You can't quite see an edge, like a hard edge, but it does fade on the sides. But you can definitely tell it is right over the road that you're trying.
I will say this, out of character, we should continue to walk and observe it as we walk rather than stand here and look up into the sky for 2 hours.
Yeah, but Aoife wouldn't do that. So I'm doing this like from the perspective of a woman who, again, is not super intelligent, but is very wise and is like, I can make something out of this.
My character, who is thoroughly annoyed at this point, is just going to like grab the backs of all three of you and like gesture that we should continue walking east.
Whoa. I'm not trying to throw rocks. I'm trying to get down the road, so you're not pushing me.
Okay, well, I'm going to put my paws gently on the back of Fizz and
get their wisdom ass moving.
Aoife and like tap them on the back towards the east. Like, let's go.
But what?
That ain't me.
I'm not gonna walk with this thing over me if we can't detect if it's good or evil.
It's gonna follow us there. Does it matter?
Is it going to follow us? Is it going to follow all of us?
It followed us.
It didn't follow me.
So DM, I'm going to pull out my crossbow.
Alpheus,
Yes.
run out ahead of us.
That no.
You have the amulet.
No, I don't.
Go, Fizz, go.
I'm going to.
I don't have the amulet.
My character just shakes his head at Altheus.
I don't have the
going
amulet.
to,
I gave it to the pretty lady because you told me to.
What? You took it back after that, didn't
Yeah,
you?
you have it. You have the amulet.
No, you have both of them.
I can guarantee you that I do not.
While they're arguing, DM, I'm going to fire a
Well,
crossbow
okay, then hang on,
bolt.
Dan. Do I have the amulet still then?
Yeah, let's fire live ammo up into the freaking sky. Hope it doesn't drop it
It's
on you.
muted dexterity.
Oh my god.
Do I have it? I thought that Aoife had it.
No, you have it.
Oh.
Aoife can't touch it.
Deuces. Oh, you're right. You can't. No, you're right.
Yeah.
You're right. Okay. Bye, people.
Did the crossbow bolt go up and hit
It'll
the
travel up there. It goes through the aura, comes right back through it again.
Okay, Alpheus walked up ahead of us. Is the aura moving?
So the best way to describe it, it's not an aura circular around you on the road.
It's a lengthwise.
Lengthwise with
This is what I've been saying, but nobody listened.
So it's like an aurora borealis that runs the entire length of the road?
It's cut. The road is the friggin' magnetic point for it. It's spreading out from over the road. It's like they're using it as a pathway to mark their path.
For the sky?
Yeah,
Why?
because that's how they know where to go when the fog is out.
But we
You
didn't
can't see
notice
through
it
the
when the
fog.
fog was there. We couldn't see anything but fog
Yeah.
when there was
Not
fog.
there for you to follow, you tool. It's there for the orcs to follow. But Alpheus can't know this because he's not that smart.
The orcs can't see it either.
How do you know? Did you ask
Well, we
them?
can, because I spotted it. Now everybody can see it because I spotted it with detect magic.
You're
Now that
missing
everybody
my
knows
point.
it's there, they can see it.
To assume that the bad guys don't have a way to see that without having proof of it doesn't solve the problem that I'm saying it's used as a highway to navigate through the fog.
Okay, but I will revert back to my original comment. We're sitting in the same spot
Not me.
discussing
down
a
the road.
cloud.
Bye, people.
If
Let's
it
move.
didn't move when he moved, like yeah, I'm good to move
We're
forward.
moving. Vamonos. Let's keep the train of plot moving.
I got the little friggin' pack with the little handkerchief tied over a stick walking down the road.
Good lord.
So you did notice that Fizz, while you three were talking amongst yourselves, Fizz shot a crossbow bolt up into the aura, and it came right back down.
I did hear
Wait,
that.
Came right back down where?
Wherever he aimed it. So in this
Not
case,
at us.
there was no aiming
I
at
didn't-
you. No.
I didn't roll a 1.
No, but that's actually a game that like stupid little kids would play. Is they would shoot an arrow up into the sky, and you're supposed to like play chicken with it.
But I'm not a stupid little kid.
You're
On
close
darts.
enough.
On darts.
I mean, I'd beg to differ.
Oh my goodness.
That'll be enough of that.
All right. So
What's your intelligence, sir?
I'm
mine's
just
like
saying.
maybe
I've been
10.
asking you for 3 weeks to make a D&D character.
Oh, damn. It came out in the play. Damn.
Oh my
Things were
goodness.
said.
First on Discord, now in game.
Oh. All right.
Also, DM, how far from the peak are we at this point? Since we've been walking
You're
up
getting
the mountain for
closer.
2 hours?
You're not quite there yet.
You said,
And that's
nah,
why-
not today, son.
Holy crap. We're hiking Pike Peak at this point.
It
Is there
kind of
snow?
feels like it.
I got to be honest with you. When we do get some action, I'm going to be laughing because I think we have as much fun doing the shit to get to the action as we do the action.
Is there snow where we are at this point?
Let's do this. I have
Don't
extra-
distract him. He's trying to give us a new map so shit can kill us.
All right, so let's see, who am I missing? I'm missing Alpheus, aren't I? Yes.
You're missing me.
Oh.
No,
I
you're
don't even
missing
see
me.
anything on the map.
Oh, I do.
He hasn't
Oh,
loaded
shit,
it yet. We're
way
just
down here at the bottom.
Way
Yeah.
down there at the
Oh.
bottom. Zoom in on it.
Why does this look like something out of Winnie the Pooh?
Winnie
Also,
the Pooh.
do I actually
Winnie the
see those
Pooh.
things on the map there?
Don't move up there yet, Aoife. There you go.
No, you initially put 2 Altheuses on, so it was just
Oh,
replacing
thank
the token.
so we were
Thank you.
trying to be fairly like observant
Stealthy?
as we're walking up. Would we notice them from a distance where they don't notice us?
Yes. So
Okay.
just off the path, which is just down here. As you approach the path, and the path is just running along, right down there. You do notice that there's an opening towards the north, and you do see those 2 humanoid orcish individuals kind of stomping around.
Okay,
And-
who notices
Do
them
we
first?
see the shopkeeper too, or no?
So technically, no, but he is up there. You know that they're protecting him from something. And when I say
Who
protecting,
notices it first?
I think we should all roll a perception.
No. He said I see those people. I immediately am trying to get hidden.
It was not me.
Not me.
what was not you? Huh? What?
The first
Noticing
person
them
to notice
first.
them.
I asked, do we see those people on the map? I just rolled a 21 stealth. I'm hidden. I'll be back. Can I get to here safely?
Why are your rolls not showing up on my screen yet?
It's not showing up. It's the 4th one on
I
my
see it.
list.
Yeah.
Oh, there it is. Okay. So you do know stealth unless you have something to be stealthy from. Doesn't work unless you're around something.
Fine.
Yeah.
Here.
You can't just be out in the open.
You totally can be out in the open. I'm a hobbit.
Yeah.
I can crawl.
Hey, look. Don't worry. You'll just get shot in the teeth with a freaking crossbow bolt, sir.
I mean, we don't know what they're carrying yet. Other than
Okay. Am I good
the
here?
merchant.
Yes.
Can
Anywhere
I
along
see
those
what's
trees.
going on there?
Yes.
Okay. Now I'm going to go back.
And you're gonna say,
They got the shopkeeper. 2 bad guys. Not good.
My character's just going to stand behind the tree to try not to be super obvious as
So
7 foot
essentially,
self.
I would tell them, I don't know what these are. They're 2 humanoid beasts. I don't recognize them. So they're not something I would be able to explain to them. I would say I think that it's what was making the tracks. And they have the shopkeeper. And they are definitely trying to keep anything else from him. They
How do we
position
wanna do
themselves
this?
between him and anything else that comes that direction.
How do we want to do this?
I can go back and see if I can see. I can work around the bottom edge of the map, go the other way, and see if I can see if he's distraught or if they're protecting him because he's in charge.
It doesn't matter. Either way, we should be taking the situation to try to capture control over it and not passively. We don't want to keep like dancing around them trying to figure
I
out what's
totally
going on. We
disagree
need
with
to
your
take control
assessment of
the
stealth.
situation.
I should be able to go stealth and walk around anywhere as long as they don't use a perception check and see me.
so there's not tall grass you're under. I mean, you can be on the ground and kind of.
I'm a tiny man. Stealth should make me mostly invisible.
Okay.
And
So,
perceptible.
I'll
So-
take that. I'll take that definition.
Imperceptible.
Dan, if I move, and I'm asking, if I move to right around, where's that stupid little thing? If I move to right around here, will they be able to see me?
So one thing that you do notice is one of the humanoids, and we'll do number 2, is looking out towards the south. Humanoid number 1 is kind of looking back and forth between the cave opening and Atwood.
So if I'm here, they should not be able to see me, right?
Not where you're at, not there.
Okay. So I'm going to look at the group. I've got an idea.
Here we go.
I'm going to cast snare right here.
Right here, where?
Right where my character's standing.
You're
Wait, no.
moving your character.
Wait, hold on. Can I get to there, Dan? Safely? Still hidden?
Yes.
So, okay. All right. Whatever you got, Fizz, I got your back.
Okay. So I'm going to cast snare right there.
Right where? I don't see it.
Right where my character's standing.
Back towards the back of the map where there's no one?
Right there. Right where I'm
There will
at.
be when he runs out there and runs back past it.
Right.
Oh, sweet Jesus. Okay.
I'm casting snare. And then once I cast snare, I'm going to go out and be
Real quick.
hey, big guy, what are you doing?
Before you do that, does snare affect your teammates?
Snare affects anything that steps into that circle.
We have 2 melee people that you're going to get caught up in your snare.
No.
No.
Once it goes off, you're okay.
Right. Once it goes off, it catches the creature.
Okay. It's
not
like difficult terrain or anything?
No, basically it's like one of those leg things where when you step in it goes
It's a bear trap
it pulls
or
you
something
out.
like that.
Right.
Okay.
So once it's off, it's off. Okay, so I cast snare. And then I'm going to step out from the tree. And better yet, instead of saying something, I'm going to cast firebolt at the humanoid beast.
I'm gonna reach out and pull Aoife back behind the tree that I'm standing on so that she is open.
Hang on. Yeah. With a 12, can I resist?
Well, if you're resisting, I'm gonna let go, but I'm trying to hide you from them rather than have them see both of you.
Dan?
So, out of character, metagaming.
Go ahead.
I was gonna cast Toll the Dead on the one that I can see. He can't see me, but I can see him. Ideally. And then it's just like a sound that he can hear. It's not something that comes from any given direction.
Yeah, he hears bells and then he takes 18 damage basically.
So yeah, something like
it's
that.
3d6 or something like that.
I think it's just 1d12 at level 1. But yes.
So Dan,
yeah.
I fired a firebolt at humanoid beast number 2.
26. That should definitely touch things.
That hits.
And I did. Why didn't it show the damage? Okay. Fire damage 7 points. And I'm going to stick my tongue out and go.
So, as you hit beast number 2, which you do recognize from your books as being an orc type character. You hit him somewhere in the upper torso. He screams out in pain. Takes the bolt, pulls it out of it. Blood's kind of spurting out a little bit.
Did he launch an arrow or was it a firebolt?
No, that was a firebolt.
Yeah.
Okay,
that's
so it's
a
magical
not like
an arrow. It's like
a
mini fireball.
Yeah,
a bolt
it's
of
like
flame.
a fireball. So the what's the best way to describe it? The cauterization, the actual burn mark.
Okay.
He rips it off of himself.
Okay.
Throws it at the ground. Looks over towards Fist and goes, "You." Roll for initiative.
All right.
Oh,
Great.
Also, DM, because we're starting in a surprise round, correct?
Yes, you have the initiative first round.
Ooh. Wait, what? That's definitely an 18. Bro, I'm sending a screenshot to the chat. That is not a 4.
How did you get a 4?
That's
not
an 18
really
up.
That's not really in anything. It's
Do
like
you-
right in the center.
Do you have a negative in your initiative?
No, it's just the way it
No.
hit.
It's
Ah.
saying that rolled a 4, not an 18.
Did it just sit against the edge of the screen?
Yeah.
So it counted the roll. It finished the roll, but you don't see it. It sucks when it happens. too.
That's
Yeah.
bullshit. I want actual hand rolls. I have dice. We'll do that.
Dice.
Yes, dice goblin.
Okay.
I have serious concerns about our tank and our healer.
What am I doing? I'm hiding behind a tree.
Yeah, with a fucking 5 and a 3.
Oh, for initiative, yeah. But it's a surprise round, so we have the advantage on the first round.
Yeah,
It's best for the
doesn't
healer to go
matter.
last. It's best for the healer to go last anyway, because then you can all get hurt and I can fix you before the next round starts.
I also have cure wounds just in case we need it.
To be totally fair, if you needed to preemptively stop something, you could ready the action.
This is the one thing that I love about Roll20 that they need to add onto this is the ability for you to show all of these in a single spot, so you can see them all in one spot without having to write them down.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
could. Yeah,
Because
There's gotta be
Roll20
a
has
way.
an actual initiative tracker,
Yeah.
and it pulls them all in there and sorts them, and you can go turn by turn, and it'll highlight whose turn it is.
So there is the counter builder that you can use. It's still in beta. It's hit or miss on some of the things it does at this
The
point.
word you're looking for is buggy.
Buggy, word I'm looking for is it doesn't quite work right yet.
Hey, as a bugbear, I take offense to that.
What are you doing, Sean?
I was grabbing my dice.
Oh.
All right, Altheus, you are up. You guys have surprise round right now.
Yeah, I don't like this.
So beast number 2 is the one that was hit.
Yeah, and he's still where he's at though, and he hasn't moved.
But
I
he
was
did pull
hoping-
his cauterized wound off to show me he
Well,
was
I was
tough.
hoping to be able to sneak attack because I am still hidden.
He took 8 damage and just shrugged it off, by the way.
That's my point. So that's why I said I want to try to.
All right.
I'm still
Is
overdoing the
the-
nana 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 nana.
Is the
All right.
tiling on this 5 feet?
Yes.
Okay.
So I'll poke my head out around the corner here just a little bit, and I'm gonna shoot a short bow shot at beast number 2. Then
So much for still hiding.
I have to go first, and he said I don't get to walk between the trees freely, so I have to shoot from distance.
You could always hold your initiative.
See what he wants to do.
Are you definitely doing it? B?
Yep. All over.
I hear the mouse wheel.
That's me. Sorry.
I'm assuming that's a hit.
Oh, yeah.
And that's a sneak attack too, isn't it? Doesn't that count as extra?
Roll for
Yeah.
damage. Wow.
What is our crit to hit house rule?
20.
No. Like if you crit trying to hit something, sometimes like house rules are you do full damage plus another roll for damage.
Oh.
We
So if it
never
was
talked
like
about
1d7, okay.
Never talked about that.
Just remember, whatever we do works against us too.
As
Mhm.
far as default D&D, it's usually that it doubles the rolls. So you roll 2 of whatever dice are included in that roll.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if we had different rules. I just wanted to double check before anything happened.
All right, Dan. There's my fat 5.
Yes. So you definitely hit him with your short bow. Arrow sticks in him, other side of the torso. Bends down and he's starting to double over. Rips out the arrow.
Oh,
He's still standing, but he's definitely not very well at this point. He's stumbling a little bit. Blood is starting to gush from both of his wounds now. Not just a trickle, but actually kind of just pouring out of him as we speak.
Okay. How far are they?
from you, do 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. What is that?
40 feet.
I've got 55 according to the ruler, which is relatively close.
So I'm assuming you are not in
Yeah,
the
but
tree.
that's right through the tree.
I'm right behind the tree, correct. I'm not talking like attacking them right this second, but I'm saying like I can judge distance based off of what I saw.
All right. So Fizz, you are up next.
Okay. I'm going to you know what? This time I'm going to smack him with a ray of frost.
The nuker. Oh, 2 hit, 22. You definitely hit.
I do 3 more damage to him that are cold damage.
Yes. And you start seeing him double over and bang, and falls over. He is not moving anymore.
Okay. So with my next movement, I am going to step out a little further so the beast number 1 can see me. Now I'm going to turn around and shake my butt and be like, na 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 na.
Okay.
Oh, fuck.
Said you're up. Need a picture of that one.
How big is the tree that Altheus is standing next to?
Small to medium. Just enough to cover. Width? 8 feet around.
Oh, shit.
The branches. No, the branches. The branches.
What about the base?
Trunk itself, probably maybe a good 12, 18 inches around.
Okay, so I cannot hide behind it. All right. What's my speed? Walking speed is 30. Jeez. Okay. I'm just gonna run up to the right of Altheus. So
25-ish feet, yeah.
15, 20, 25, like 30.
Yeah, I can move. Let me get in. Let me get to a square, and then I'll put you there. That'll.
Currently holding a halberd, so I'm not going to be able to like throw anything at them.
This dude.
I'm just going to ready an action, and if one of them charges, I'm going to swing at them as they come
This
within
guy's
my melee
down,
range.
but we don't know if he's confirmed dead, right?
Right. He is down for the count right now. He is bleeding out on the ground.
And this guy hasn't moved yet.
This guy has not had a chance to move yet. Right. We're still
I just
in
wanted
it.
to make sure I understood what was happening.
I'm just readying an action. The first thing that comes my way is getting a halberd to the face.
Okay. All right. Aoife.
Where can I move that is still obscured enough that I don't have to use stealth? Like, does that work?
If you want to stay stealthy, yes.
Okay.
No, I just don't want to be seen, but I don't want to use stealth to have to like move around.
Oh, well, right now, the beast number 1 has not turned around. So you can move.
He's not looking. Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect.
This is a surprise.
Damn, I wish I'd have known that.
All right. 5. Okay. Probably like right here.
You need the middle finger there, Fizz.
And then give me this. Give me this. Give me. Beautiful. Okay. I am gonna cast Toll the Dead. And he'll need to beat a 14 wisdom save. And that's great. He takes 1 damage if he fails.
Damn.
You hit.
I helped.
You hit.
Yeah, you hit. You
Oh,
didn't
no.
help.
You hit. Beast number 1, still kind of keeping a side eye on Atwood, turns around slightly, and now sees the party. Now we're into
Good.
first full round.
Does he see Fizzlewhip sitting there shaking his butt at him?
Well, kind of, yeah.
Okay. Because I'm making sure to do the na-na-na-na-na-na.
All right. Top of round. He gets to go first.
Damn, that's bullshit.
Let's see. Pull up my dice for the group. Who is he going to go after?
I dropped your big old buddy. Na-na-na-na-na-na-na.
No, but he didn't see that, but he definitely saw Aoife. So,
Well, it doesn't come from my direction. It is a general like bell sound. So, to be fair,
oh, that's right. It's Toll the Dead.
yeah.
So, who's he going to see here?
So he'll either see Ced or Fizz.
Yeah, because Altheus is not going to do it.
I'm doing everything in my power to get him to pay attention to me.
Also, there is a fairly big stature difference between 3 foot tall Fizz and 7'6" tall Ced. Just
I'm going to do that. All right, that's first one. That's the second one. He doesn't quite see Fizz. He definitely recognizes you said, but he's not going to aim directly at you. He's going to aim in the general direction. Remember, he's side-eyeing. He doesn't quite see.
right. He's still whipping around.
Yeah. So what he's going to do is the only weapon you see on him is he pulls out a club, turns around,
Lincoln?
and his only round action is not quite all the way to you, but readies to right there.
So to be clear, he is space accurate where he's standing right now.
Yes.
He is within my melee range.
Yes. Well,
I am already swinging at him because I have a readied action.
No, he's not in your melee range. He is just outside of that.
No, he is.
Otherwise, it's going to be an
limbs.
attack. It's an attack of opportunity. Yeah, he's not going to be an attack of opportunity.
Right, but I readied an action.
Yeah.
Which means any time before my next turn that if something comes within my melee range, they get flacked.
Yeah, he's not going to get that close to you.
But what I'm saying is I have a range of 10. He's that close to me on the map right now.
Yeah, it's about 10 feet away. If I actually come in
right
between 10 feet.
He's right at your.
Yeah, he's at your range if you step into him, but you're not there yet.
But that's what I'm saying is I have a 10-foot melee range.
I know.
With long-limbed. And I said that if someone comes within my range, I'm swinging at them.
Right. He's not coming fully in there because he sees you. Do you not see that?
But what I'm saying is that then on the map, he should be farther back.
Yeah, he should be right there. He's not going to just run up to you. Let's just put it that way. He knows what you're readying something. He's preparing to get ready for his next action.
Okay.
He only has a club.
Okay.
All right. So who's next is Altheus. I knew you were going to do that.
Stealthy sneak attack.
Mm-hmm.
You'll notice I rolled that dex check for Hyde.
Thank you. 15. Definitely hits. Hits him in. You stab him in the back. I'm assuming.
Oh yeah.
All right. What you do notice is you stab him in between his leather armor, right on the clavicle in the neck, right there, right. You just get it right in between, jumping up and getting him right there. Okay. That's Altheus. Took 4 damage. He's definitely up there. He's like, he feels it. He doesn't turn around. He is focused on Set.
Okay.
Biggest guy. Going after the biggest guy. All right.
I'll take it.
Fizz. What are you going to do?
I'm gonna get his attention. I'm gonna fire a
I already know
firebolt.
what Sed's going to do.
Does a 10 hit him?
You do not hit him. No, you do not.
I'm gonna continue taunting him, but moving myself this direction.
All right. So that's your second.
Said I'm running back over my own trap.
No, I haven't run over my trap yet.
All right,
Just making
Sed,
some distance.
you are there.
All right, I am approaching him at my maximum distance, and I'm swinging my halberd to try to trip him.
Okay. Just to trip him?
I'm still swinging to hit, but like
Okay.
I'm trying to like clothesline his legs.
Okay, so you're going for the legs. Okay.
Yes.
All right, go for it.
All right. Rolling for attack.
Right
Almost
by
got
his
him.
legs.
Okay.
All right. Aoife.
I'm gonna do it again. He's taking damage, right?
He's already taken damage once, yes.
Okay, cool. So one of the caveats of Toll the Dead is that if they've taken any damage, they take 1d12 instead of 1d8. So just need to know what I need to roll.
Yeah, I stuck him in the neck.
Cool. So he'll need to make a wisdom save 14.
Okay. And his...
Oh Lord.
Definitely saves himself.
Cool. It does nothing.
Yes, does nothing. Now, top of round. Humanoid beast. What is his? He's not that dumb. All right, he's not going to step into your melee range. Said he's going to swing around and try and find out who stabbed him in the back.
Okay.
So he's just going to roll for at a disadvantage and try and hit whomever's behind him because he can't see. He doesn't know who it is. How do you roll disadvantage on this thing?
Just roll 2d20s, and whichever one's lower you take.
Yeah. Come over. There we go.
It didn't matter. He rolled a 3.
So,
That's on me, yeah.
yeah. So swings around. Your height is definitely playing into this. He does a swing around. Here's the catch. He turned around. Said, you have an attack of opportunity.
Get him.
Okay.
Touch him.
Still not swinging well.
Damn.
Dang, what is going on with your swings?
My
You
dice are
definitely,
terrible.
wherever you were trying to go for, just whoosh, right through.
Yeah.
You get in the air.
So that makes me up. Yeah.
What's that?
That puts me at the top of the list
Yeah,
again.
Altheus, top of round.
All right. I'm going to go bonus action 2 weapon fighting. So I'm going to get 2 attacks now.
Okay.
There's the first one. Punk ass bitch.
Come on, coming through. I get. Why am I? I'm always slow.
No.
That one. Yep.
Oh,
Ooh.
that sucks.
+6. That's wild.
It was a 19.
Oh, did it get stuck on the side?
No, it went from a 19 to a 1.
Oh my god.
It was like stuck there, and then it went bloop.
You're like, take that. I mean, oh shit.
So, what were you using for your double?
2 daggers.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
12
So,
hit.
no. So both, however you're jumping towards him, he steps back just enough to where he doesn't even get touched.
Wow, the Fletcher.
All right, Fizz.
Okay, I'm gonna fire another firebolt at him. This should get his attention.
Oh,
Holy shit.
jeez.
Double the dice.
Wait, you just rolled a 20?
Yeah,
I
that's
rolled a
nice one.
20, sir.
That's a crit.
What do we do during crits?
All right, this is
Double
the
dice.
decision. It's the rest of the game goes good guys and bad guys. Do we double?
I mean, I actually liked the homebrew thing that she was talking about where it's max
Yeah.
the first dice and then roll second dice.
Yeah.
So that way,
Okay.
like when you roll a crit, it actually means something. Like there is no I rolled a crit but then rolled a 1, so it just
Yeah. Like it's an actual like painful attack and then whatever comes after.
Okay, so the full maximum damage for that is 10.
Of course, it does mean if a big bad rolls a crit, we're taking 50.
Yeah.
Oh, damn, 20 points of damage, Dan.
Dang, look at that.
Oh, I'm sorry. No, it fire critical damage, so it did it for me,
Yeah.
apparently. Okay,
Your first one is guaranteed 10. Your second one is the
Gotcha.
one that rolls.
is the one.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he took 11. That's still a lot.
Yeah, that's nice.
And I'm going to look at him again and say, that's what you get, bitch. Come get some.
You see Fizz and said, you see his back explode in a blood gush. He falls face forward, just missing Altheus, falls to the ground on his face.
I was just thinking when you said it exploded, I was like, he's gonna fall on me.
Okay.
All right. He is on the ground, not moving.
Okay,
Did I
so
kill him? Shit.
Whose turn is it?
So
yours.
that was Fizz said. Said you're up.
Okay. Altheus clearly has that one handled. I'm going to go over and make sure that old boy that's been laying on the ground is dead.
Isn't playing possum.
So I'm going to flip my halberd around and we'll bonk him on his damn head. And I have advantage because he's prone, and I swear to God, if I miss this, I'm going to be pissed.
Actually, you don't even have to worry about missing it. Just, I mean, the worst you could do is, no, you hit him. I'm out.
Okay.
There's just no
Wait a
way.
minute.
I'm
Wait a minute.
shabonking him with the dull side, like non-lethal hit,
Did you just
but
give
like
him the shillelagh to the back of his dome?
if he's awake, he ain't awake.
So you're using the back or the front?
Yes.
Okay.
No,
Okay.
I'm not using the business end. I'm using the I don't want to kill you, but you
Yeah,
better
that's
not
pretty
wake from this.
All right. There is no response coming out of him whatsoever.
There's Sed.
Okay.
Sed in Discord right now.
After that, I'm gonna look over at Miss I heal things and bless the world with my greatness, and I'm gonna be like, check to make sure they're alive, or if they're dead or alive.
Can
you check
can
him?
she do that? Can she do the 2-finger pulse take on him?
Oh,
I mean,
just to
I
see
could do
if
a
the,
medicine
like,
check. Yeah.
I mean, you definitely said that this one's not moving. No breathing, no nothing.
Okay. Is Atwood lucid?
Atwood is definitely aware of what's going on. He hasn't screamed, hasn't done anything. You now notice that he is tied up.
I'm gonna
Okay,
go
so
over
he's
and sit
bound.
down next to him. I'm gonna go. Decisions. What do you think I should do here, Atwood?
So let me tell you what Atwood's at. He's got his hands tied in front. He's got his legs bound at the bottom.
Yep.
He is sitting up.
Yep.
He's not standing. He is sitting up.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. And can he talk?
He can talk. He's not gagged.
Yeah. So my question still stands. Atwood, what do you think I should do here?
Dan, not necessary for a response, but while he's doing that, I'm gonna check the bodies for anything.
Look, he's more worried about loot. I want to go over here and
It's
rub
not
it in
about
that I saved this man's life.
I want to drag one of these guys over to my trap. Damn it!
So
to amuse Mr. Fizz, I grab the one that's closest to the trap and begin.
Wait, did you check it to make sure it didn't have any golds and silvers?
I haven't yet, but I rolled a nat 2 on the first one, so
Oh,
I
investigation.
checked it.
yeah, you checked it. So Atwood looks at you, Altheus, and is like, I don't know what you mean. What are you talking about?
You don't remember talking to me in your store?
I do.
You don't remember treating me like I was a horrible person?
Were you stealing from him?
He wasn't there when I was stealing. Stop making aspersions that you didn't have access to. And then I'm gonna lean over and I'm gonna whisper in his ear and I'm gonna go, "Where'd you get the amulet?"
So the first part, he looks at you as, I don't know what you're gonna do. You know, I'm still trying to figure out what happened to me. I just literally just came to just before you guys got here. And then you say the amulet. Well, then you whisper the amulet. He's like, you found the amulet?
I find everything.
Also, is Aoife just like standing 10 feet away listening to all this?
No, she can't hear that. I'm whispering in his ear. I literally leaned in and said something.
Observing this at the least.
Observing, yes.
He's watching me whisper sweet nothing in Atwood's ears.
In the meantime, Sed and Fizzlewhip have thrown one of the orcs into the trap, which I searched him with a 19 to make sure I could see if he had 8 stuff on him.
And a 14 first.
And I'm like,
now that he knows that I have the amulet, I'm gonna cut him free.
Okay. He's just looking at you. His face, what little coloring was in his face already, you know, that he lost,
It's plumb gone.
he is completely white now, looking at you. And all he whispers again is, amulet. All right. So on the bodies.
Hey, what did he say?
He just said amulet.
Amulet.
That's all he said. Amulet. Humanoid beast number 1. Before you put him in the trap, you find 2 pieces of gold, small dagger.
All right. I take the 2 pieces of gold and toss them over to Fizz, and I hold up the dagger, kind of shrugging at him.
Hey, cocksucker.
I don't need it.
I'll take the dagger just in case, because I'll check it.
You
here.
fucking people.
I just hold it out to him.
Yeah. Now the dagger to you is big. It's almost like a short sword.
Oh, nice.
Just so we're clear, this is why Altheus has trust issues.
Hey, I
I
just like
haven't
to
had
say,
a chance to check it yet.
I just like to say I have a Fizz-sized set of dice.
Nobody can see that. That is tiny.
Oh, those are small. Those are
That's funny.
small. All right. It's a twap. Okay. Aoife, you're over there and you see Atwood mumbling something. What are you doing?
I would like to walk over to him, give Altheus a dagger eyes, and be like, and then ask him if he's all right.
As
I've
she's
never
walking
heard
in
that
to
before,
talk
but
to
I know
him,
exactly what she's saying.
as she's walking
Hello,
in to talk
friend.
to
Are you
him,
all right?
right? And she gives me the dagger eyes. I just smile and walk past her and go back towards Fizz now.
And this is why you have the amulet.
Am I still holding the dagger?
You're just about to give it to Fizz.
Okay, as Alpheus walks up, I look at him and I go, "Hey, I found this. Do you need one?"
I don't know if it's better than what I have, so let's let Fizz do what he does, and we'll sort it out later. I'm not super
Okay.
concerned about the gear.
I hand it to Fizz.
Has anybody checked out number 2 yet?
I rolled a nat 2.
What are we
check
looking
'em.
for? Investigation?
Give me a slight investigation on him.
I can tell that he's dead.
Yeah, I didn't do good on the investigation on that one.
It's gonna take us 40 minutes to check all of his pockets.
I mean, considering you're just looking for anything out of the ordinary, what you do find is this, basically a rag, a small dagger, very similar to the one that was on beast number 1, and a single gold piece.
I don't need any of that stuff. I do have questions about what he's doing with a rag, though.
My bro jumps into a store and steals everything he can get his hands on in time, but doesn't need a gold piece.
I have 1,600 gold. You notice I didn't take any of the money from the store.
I didn't notice, but that's not my character.
That's right. Take your
My
bitch ass
character
over
does-
there and go stand in that trap.
My character doesn't think of material goods like that.
Did anyone check on the guy?
I'm checking on the guy.
My
Pretty
character
lady
just
talking to him now.
my character kind of aloof, not really paying attention, goes, "Oh yeah, Alpheus was on it."
Oh God!
So Fizzlewhip runs over and checks on Atwood.
Are you still alive?
Oh shit, dude.
All right. Zed, where did you go? Where'd you go?
I'm still down there.
No, I mean you went
Your
off.
background
in real
made
life
you
I was
disappear.
leaving.
Your background
Sorry.
ate you. All right. So Atwood is just looking, still mumbling under his breath, amulet.
Ooh, amulet. Where's the amulet? It wants out.
No.
Yeah, I'm just keeping my distance from Atwood because last time I made my presence exist amongst his, he just kind of lost his brain. So I'm just
I'm gonna look at Atwood. I'm gonna say, does it want out for you too?
Say that again.
Can I
Does it
hear
want out
Fizz
for
say
you
that?
too?
You're right there.
What?
The amulet. He wants out.
Okay, buddy.
Do you guys? Is she not here for that?
No,
Yeah.
no, I was there when he started like trying to open it, but he didn't mention anything trying to like get out. He just
Well, he
like
said
wanted
that.
to like
He
break
wants
it.
out.
that was his. He was saying that the thing inside wanted out.
I thought he was just trying to break it open, which is different.
No.
He was-
He said
He was
it wants
definitely.
out.
Okay.
He was
And I was
definitely
like,
crazy Tommen. Yeah.
I don't
All right,
want
we'll
to give him
mulligan
this.
that.
What are you guys gonna do next?
I'm
Well,
gonna
does he
look.
answer me?
I'm gonna
He
look
does.
north
He's not
on
responding right now.
on that path leading north to try to figure out what's going on with that.
Wait. We need to figure out why they have Atwood and where everyone else is.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do because this is clearly
Well, then,
something.
if we're gonna, I'll tell you. If you're gonna go up there, if you're saying you'll go up
No,
there,
no.
just
I'm not
say-
walking. I'm looking.
Oh, I was like, I can walk. I can sneak down there.
This direction I'm looking, Mr. DM.
Hey, Alpheus.
I hear him. I turn around. What's up, Fizz?
Can I see that amulet?
No, you cannot. The last time you touched this thing, you tried to do naughty things with the amulet. No.
Facts.
But Atwood said something about it too.
Oh, I know he did.
Is it going into a cave, Dan? Is that what
Could
that
be.
is?
He could be.
Okay. I would be able to see a mouth of a cave and like mountain behind. Is that what I'm seeing?
So as you're looking up, you're starting to see just the opening into some pathway that's been carved into the mountainside. So
So as
not
I
Okay,
walk
but
directly
it's
back
like
in the
towards-
mountains.
it's
as I
open
walk back
top.
towards Atwood, I
No,
teabag
it's covered. It's covered.
humanoid number 2. Everybody heard that, right?
Humanoid
I heard
number
you
Humanoid
two.
said-
number 2.
As I walk back towards Atwood, I stop and teabag humanoid number 2, and then come back over and I say, Fizz, what do you need the amulet for?
I want to check something out. I got an idea.
No.
No. No.
I-
No.
Do
But
I
No.
do I have any idea what's going on from where I'm at right now?
From that
But I
far
look
back,
at-
you can see that he just got teabagged.
Okay.
When I look at Aoife and I look at Atwood and I go, but I would like you to explain how you know what the amulet is.
I would like to take Atwood's hand.
Of course
Just
you
like-
would.
Just
Friggin' hippie
yeah.
healers.
see-
Hippie healers.
All
Does
right.
it help break him out of anything? Does he respond in any way?
So as you take his hand, he kind of comes out of this daze. And he's like, that is the most evil thing I have ever been given in my entire life. I don't know what is this amulet, but all I know is when I touched it, I didn't know what happened afterwards. And I woke
was
up
The
the
same thing
next
that
day.
happened to him.
It wants out.
I fucking can't right now.
Fizz, the grown-ups are talking.
And Atwood just looks over at Fizz and goes, what wants out? I don't understand.
It wants out of there. It's held in there. It needs to come out.
No,
what is
it doesn't. It doesn't.
All right. I'm gonna interject here. Atwood, where did you get this? Did you get this when you got the mace too? Or did you get this at a different time?
So, and he's looking into his hands, kind of holding them over. And he says, I got them both from this really strange traveler. All I know is he just wanted to get rid of them. He didn't even want me to pay him for it. He just wanted to give them to me.
Well, that should have been your first thing. Nobody does anything for free. Speaking of anything for free, where is Sed?
And the only one, where did Sed go? Sed's already
Split the party.
split the party. So he's as he's talking, he's going, all I know is I opened up this bag. I saw this beautiful mace and I thought I could get a lot of money for it. Once he left, I opened up this pouch and this amulet was inside of there. I touched it, and then the next thing I know, it's a day later. I don't know what happened.
Interesting. So, out of character, that means that he is a good character because he got affected by it, just like Fizz and Aoife in a different way, but same outcome.
Aoife would, with his hands and her hands, be like, it's okay now, friends. You're safe.
Bless you, my child.
Essentially.
So he's definitely shooken up a little bit by this amulet thing. You did free his hands, right?
Yeah. No,
He
no.
cut him off, yeah.
I wanted him to know I had found it, then free him.
I pull out my hammer and chisel. Sure, I can't see the amulet.
No!
Fizz, where is Sed?
Where's your babysitter?
I don't know.
Well, let's find that out because I don't see him.
Okay, fine. Can I see the amulet if I find him?
Sure.
Sweet.
As I say sure, I'm shaking my head no.
Sad. Sad. Come here, buddy. I need your help.
Are you looking into the cave for me?
I'm looking all around.
Okay, if I don't have like direct line of sight of you, I'm not actively engaging.
He's literally right behind you in the straight part of the cave.
Okay, so that's what I'm saying. Is he looking down into the cave or is he wandering off?
I'm looking everywhere around.
Okay.
Yelling out,
Well,
Sad!
I'm like waving my hand, like trying to get you to shut the fuck up.
Hey, big guy! Still looking? Hello?
I would like to look at Atwood and knowing his name
He's
because
just gonna shake his head and ignore him.
knowing Atwood's name just because someone else had said it. I would like to ask him if he would like to join us or go home.
I definitely want to go home.
I definitely want to know how you got here.
Yeah. I start yelling a little louder for Sad because I can't see him. Sad!
Okay, my character's gonna like angrily walk back out of the cave, pick Fizz up, and just set him down next to Atwood.
Oh, hey, big guy. Where were you?
I was checking to make sure we weren't being watched, and this motherfucker over here is screaming out.
Well, then you weren't doing a very good job because clearly he was watching you.
I am going to usher Atwood away
I
from
just
Alpheus and
take my-
send him home, like send him back on his way.
I take
Wait,
my
no.
halberd handle and I'm just like smashing it into my forehead. I'm
Wait,
so
don't
frustrated.
send him yet.
Like,
I need to
hurry
know.
now! Don't look back. Go. Go on now.
And I'm going to hold my hand out to Alpheus.
Wait. Before, as he starts to kind of slowly walk himself away or get up to walk away, I'm gonna grab him and I'm gonna turn him towards me, and I want to try to intimidate him and say, like, if you know anything, you better tell me right now.
Well, I'm ushering him, so you have to go through me first.
I can reach over you, woman. I'm 7'6".
Okay, so I see his hand go over me then.
And I have a carrying capacity of double the normal size.
And I'm still
I
holding
just
my hand
wanna
out to
point out-
Alpheus.
For a second, out of character.
Sure.
There's a character in the game right now who literally scolded another character in the game right now for doing exactly what that character's doing. Back in character. So I see Fizz's hands out, and I slap Fizz 5, and I told him, "Yeah, you're not getting the amulet."
But you said.
Yep.
I can
So-
have him out in like 5 seconds.
No, that's why you can't have the amulet.
So can I intimidate
So
Mr.
is he going to intimidate this guy after besmirching my reputation whilst I tried to deceive
There's a
him?
little bit of a difference between being a combat situation where we're right outside of danger versus being in a store in the middle of a city.
Had it worked then, we would have the answers we needed now, but you sandbagged it.
Can an unarmed strike be used as a reaction?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No, an action cannot be used as a reaction.
It's an
It doesn't say if it's
action.
an action or not.
What do you want to
reaction
do?
is different from an action.
Oh, I wanted to slap his hand away before he reached over. Like as he was reaching over, just be like, "Okay."
You'd have to perceive him doing that
Okay.
if he was going to do it. Are you going to do it, Said? Okay. Roll perception to see if you can actually see him do it.
Maybe.
If she gets that and my 18 deception didn't work, I'm going to be pissed.
It's just an arm movement.
I'm just
So-
saying, I had an 18 and failed.
So as Sed reaches over, Aoife tries to react fast enough to slap her around the hand, but just kind of glances a little bit more on the forearm of this big arm that's coming over.
Okay, and how big is Atwood? He's just normal
Bigger
human,
human.
right? Okay, so I could definitely lift him up into the air and give him the business.
Yes.
Okay, I'm holding him face to face, and just like right up into his face. If there is anything you are not telling me, you won't make it back to town.
His eyes open up wide, and he just looks at you. It's like, I don't know anything. I don't know what you need to know. I don't know what you want.
Were there more of them?
Was there more magic items that you didn't tell us about? Buttface?
As Althea says it over here on this side. All I know is I got knocked out inside of my store, and I woke up here.
Cool. Are you awake?
He's thinking about it, and he's like, "Yeah, I'm better. I don't feel great, but yeah, I'm okay."
Cool. If I catch you before you get back to town, it won't be good. Run. And I drop him down to the ground.
He takes off.
So I'm going to walk over to him and I'm just going to look at him and just be like,
I look down at Altheus. The fear of God will put things into motion. He needs to move fast.
yeah, I tried that too. And I was scolded for it.
There's a difference between combat situations and being in a town.
No, there's not.
Then we see differently.
That's correct. Because we wouldn't be here had mine worked.
All right. And I look over at Aoife and like genuinely not understanding that she was like slapping my arm away, but just like confused. I'm like, is everything okay?
I decided Aoife's gonna have the game mechanic that Baldur's Gate 3 has, where you have like relationship points. You start at like a neutral, and every time you do something they hate, you like deduct one.
Did I lose one? She's like furrowed eyebrows. Fuck off.
Yeah.
No, nothing.
Okay. I'm gonna look down at Altheus. I'll try to trust you next time. Are we going in?
Going in where?
Lake Cave.
Hey guys.
Yes.
What's wrong?
He was laughing as he ran away.
Excuse me?
Like maniacal.
Tried to tell you.
Or like an evil Joker laugh.
I tried to tell
How far
you.
ahead is he? How far ahead is he?
How far ahead is he? Because I'm chasing if he's close.
All right. To see if you can find him while he's running away, roll perception, both you guys, real quick.
Mother Fletcher.
17 and 19.
10.
Hold on a second. Give me a second. Perception. There should be.
The
I got long
only
limbs and I'll sprint.
The only thing that you can see, said, is it almost looks like this shape disappeared
In what direction?
down towards the south and going back towards town. And when I say disappeared, I'm not talking like running fast disappeared. I'm like out of existence disappeared.
So my character, after hearing the laughing, like whips around and is like searching the edge of the tree line and happens to see this. And then he looks down at, he disappeared.
Yeah. And you didn't
Now
hear
this
him
is
laugh.
gonna
The
look
only
at
one
the
that heard
big
him
guy
laugh.
and he's gonna go.
No, but he was saying it is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So like I responded to that by like whipping around and looking.
Okay.
And I say
Alfie's
out loud,
gonna
he
walk up
disappeared.
to Zed and he's gonna literally kick him in the shin and he's gonna look at him and go, maybe next time you'll listen.
I will.
can't believe we just let that guy go. Son of a bitch, man.
He disappeared.
No one else heard him laughing.
That's because
Yeah, but what's his name said it? Fizz said it.
Right. So Fizz is the only one that heard him laughing.
Correct. But Fizz
Why
heard him
is-
laughing, and I saw him poof out of existence.
No. Yes, I agree that these things happen. The question is, why could Fizz hear him laughing and no one else?
Oh, no, nothing
Higher
to see
passive
here.
perception,
Nothing to
closer
see here.
Fizz,
Yeah,
what did you do?
nothing.
What did you do?
I was just trying to talk to him while you guys were kind of busy.
What did you tell him?
I didn't get to tell him anything because Sid grabbed him too fast.
You didn't say anything to him. You just
couldn't.
heard
Sid
him
grabbed him.
laughing.
I
You
was
just heard him
trying to.
laughing.
No, when he ran off, he just started laughing like, ha ha ha.
But Fizz, no one else heard that.
While Fizz and her are talking, I'm gonna tap Altheus on the shoulder and like gesture to walk a couple short steps away.
Unless
Okay.
there's a rock
Damn.
that we're gonna stand next to so I can climb up to talk to you face to face, there isn't anything we're gonna be able to hide.
Okay, I can kneel down. I'm gonna kneel down next to Altheus and be like, does something seem off to you about Fizz?
Something seems off to me about all of you. You all want to trust everybody like they're your best friend and they have your best interest at heart. Everyone is trying to kill you.
I mean, out of character.
With a 10 insight, can I tell? I doubt it, but can I tell if Fizz is like trying to be honest or not?
Oh, you want to see if he's deceiving?
Insight.
Yes.
A little insight might be a fun one.
Yeah, except I rolled so shit.
What do I need to roll to see if she gets it?
Well, let's see. You. Yeah. Okay, but you don't have that.
But I roll
So-
You
like
would have it. Hold on.
Here's a
hold on.
question, Dan.
Roll deception, Fizz.
I have a question because I was going to roll deception on something else, but I have a question for the DM.
Okay. Said first.
Or maybe for Fizz. I'm not sure, but it's out of character.
2.
Okay.
He rolled a 2. Yes.
I have background with Fizz. I've been around him a lot. Would I know, like, would I have any sort of advantage trying to tell whether he's giving any sort of lying tells?
That one you would, if you want to find out what he's doing, do an insight.
Okay. Would I have
Unless-
advantage though? Because I'm
No.
so familiar with him.
You'd be more familiar in the response if you can actually figure it out.
Okay.
All right. So Altheus.
No.
So my question isn't. My question is does Sed know enough for me to try to get more out of him?
So do you want to intimidate him?
No, I'm gonna deceive him.
Okay.
I have the amulet. What I want to
Okay.
try to do is I want to try to find out how much he knows about the amulet. And so my question here is that something that I could use as a deception technique, saying that I have the amulet and it's talking to me too, and try to see if I can get more information from Fizz? Because now that Atwood's left and this whole thing's going down, I have serious concerns about what Fizz knows about this amulet.
Yeah. Go for it.
Oh, fuck. Here
Also,
we go.
as far as my insight, I realize it's low, but his deception was also
It
very low.
was so bad. Yeah. So say unless you're really not one, I think we're good.
Yeah, you're doing pretty good. Not.
I'll take that as a no.
Ooh.
Damn.
Good luck, Fizz.
So what you're getting it from Fizz, you're getting the sense that he is not in his right of mind at this point.
And so
That's
the
the only thing you
question,
got.
what I'm trying to do here is I am trying to deceive him into telling me whether or not he knows more about the amulet and Atwood's connection, because Atwood, my attempt here is Atwood and I had a conversation about the amulet. I know what Fizz knows about the amulet, and I know that the amulet can't be picked up by Aoife. So I know that the amulet's not good. I know that there's bad stuff that goes on with the amulet. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to connect these together and see if there's something more that's tied into this.
Altheus, out of character, you did speak with Atwood, and he said that when he put on the amulet, he blacked out, and the next thing he remembered was a day later.
Correct.
So is it possible that the amulet possesses people?
Well, that's my point. So that's why I'm saying that I want to find this information out. And so I want to use my deception. I basically want to lie, cheat, and steal my way through seeing what I can get from Fizz that I don't already know.
I didn't hear that in character, though, correct? The possession thing, or the excuse me, the
No,
blackout
he
thing?
told me that when we were over there just on the side.
Okay, cool.
And so that's the point I'm making with this is all of the things that have happened now, I want to go back and see if I can get Fizz to divulge more information than he gave me about what was in there.
Okay, like from the conversation that you and I were having, do you just like turn and move, or do you give me a finger? Hold on 1 second.
I mean, obviously not since. I mean, I didn't even.
So, who's what, where? Who's doing what?
I was standing with Altheus.
I'm gonna go and I'm gonna say I want to try to see if I can get Fizz just to talk to Fizz alone, not alone, but not near everybody either. And I want to question him about the amulet.
Okay.
Because I don't think he's gonna. I don't think he. I think he's. I feel like he's off. I feel like this thing with Atwood is weird. I understand what's going on with this amulet, and it's weirding me out. And so there's some pieces that I have to do there. And then after that's done, then what I want to do is I want to just check on what's going on with the amulet, because remember it was doing weird shit at times based on who picked it up.
Okay. Uh-oh.
And so my 21 deception right now is I want to try to talk to Fizz and tell him that I want to give him the information that Atwood gave me, i.e. that Atwood said it was really bad. He got it for free from a trader, blah, 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 blah. But I want to try to manipulate him into giving me information that he doesn't, that I feel like I should know.
Right.
So Alpheus goes walking towards Fizz. I'm gonna sit down and do like a short rest, kind of thing.
Okay. So we got one short rest. Aoife, what are you gonna do?
Well, if he's gonna take Fizz away,
I mean, I'm not like, let's go talk secretly. I'm like, hey, Fizz, come over here. I want to ask you a question.
They're like standing in a clique, not.
Yeah. It's it's kind of like this.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you're not hotboxing him.
I do want to do.
I don't want him to feel afraid. I want him to feel. I want him to open up to me about this. So if I corner him, then he's just going to get defensive. But I feel like there's some things that I just can't put together right now from an in-character perspective, and from an out-of-character perspective, there are things that don't align for me, and I have a problem. I have a hole that I can't figure out.
Right.
Before we go any further,
I saw this character run away. The only one that heard anything was Fizz. The guy knows about the amulet. He's already touched the amulet. He had the amulet. He blacked out for a day. I know what happened when Aoife touched it, and I've seen the pieces and parts that happen with all the rest of the pieces that everybody else has touched with this amulet. And so the problem I have right now is I'm the only one who can seem to manage handling this thing without it screwing me up. I want to know what Fizz knows because I feel like there's something that happened that we missed.
Mm.
I
Don't
missed
make that
something,
sound.
and it
Don't
wasn't
make that sound. Don't make that sound.
He's got an evil laugh.
I get it.
And so my deception check here is to essentially try to feed him whatever information I need to feed him to get more information back out of him on what's going on with him and this amulet. And possibly Atwood. Because I haven't been able to put those two together yet. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So that's the gist of my deception check. Is this thing with Atwood more than we know when there's more that ties into it because Fizz had the amulet and it's now taken custody of part of him. Because Atwood had it and he blacked out for a day. It's possible that he had the exact same experience that Fizz did and they're connected somehow.
Right.
That's all in character, by the way. That is Alpheus putting one and one together and coming up with two.
Okay. Okay.
So the intent behind this is I want to know how compromised Fizz is because we rely on him for a lot of things right now. And if he's compromised, then the things that we get from him could potentially be compromised as well. Because my conversation was spot on. I truly believe at the heart of hearts that the only one that I can truly trust 100% is myself.
Right. All right. So you're over there. You're going to see if he's just being deceitful. Aoife, you're just hanging. Said you're just hanging out by the wall.
Yeah, like I said, I'm like resting, but still staying alert as far as the edge of the cave.
So Alpheus, you're going to talk to Fizz.
Yep. So Fizz, when Atwood left, did he say anything to you? Because he was telling me strange stuff when I was talking to him earlier. I want to know what he told you.
He really didn't get a chance to tell me anything. Said grabbed him. I was trying to talk to him while you guys were all busy fighting.
Yeah, but
And
you
then
heard him
on
run
his-
away, right? Did he like
I
say
seen
anything as
him.
he was running?
No, I seen him run away and he just started laughing.
Because he told me that this amulet is like really bad and he got it for free.
You know what? Can I see the amulet?
Well, I can
you
show
can-
it to you, but
Yeah,
let's
show it
focus
to me.
for a second, right? Focus for a second. What do you remember anything about when you grabbed the amulet?
You mean like when it told me to let it out?
Yeah, like what did it say?
It said I went out. Help me
Who?
get out. The amulet.
The amulet said, "Help me get out."
Yes.
Because Atwood put this on first, and he said that it told him some things, and he was out for a day. He missed an entire day.
I don't remember being out for a day.
No, you weren't, but you were definitely out for a while, and you were trying to break it open. And so my question to you is did Atwood already release something from this? Is that possible?
I don't think so.
He
how
touched it, not wore it? Okay.
I'll tell you what. Let me see. You can hold it. Just bring it out, and I'll see if there's any chips or cracks in it.
Okay, so I'll reach into my bag, and I'll pull out the amulet, and I'll show it to him. But I am not exposing it enough that he can get a hold of it.
Oh, interesting.
He cannot.
So
get
you're
this
like,
from me.
you doing this number?
I am doing the here it is.
Well,
And then
it's
I'll
hard-
give him the Heisman if he tries to get too close because he's got
It's-
short arms like me.
It's hard to tell if it's got cracks if I can't actually see it closely.
I can't put this close enough to you to be able to do that.
Hold on a second. So I'll pull out one of my tools, the magnifying glasses. And I'm going to lean my head forward. And I'll do an investigation to see if I see any cracks in it.
See, the bad part is I want to give it to him to let him really investigate it. Like humanly, I want to give it to him to let him investigate it. But halfling, I'm like, I don't want him to touch it because it's consuming him. It's
So
like the One
Aoife
Ring in
can-
Lord of the Rings. It's just precious right now. Oh.
Aoife can see him take it out, and I'm gonna go ahead and ready an action when I see this.
Okay.
So
ready to do
I'm
what?
investigating for any cracks, any scratches, anything like that.
Essentially, he wants to know if it's not pristine, if there's been any mechanics adjusted to it.
He did hit it once, if I remember correctly.
He started to. We stopped him.
Oh, that's
No. He hit it
interesting.
once and then he tried to hit it again and didn't get the second time.
I thought
I
he
remember
started to,
correctly.
and we stopped.
The
him.
first hit was terrible, though, if I remember.
So he's looking at this amulet, very intrigued at this point.
There, right there. Do you see that?
No, I don't see that. What are you looking at?
You just said it was. You just said that you heard what this thing was trying to tell you.
I hear what it's telling me. No, I don't. It's talking to you now, not me.
But no, it's not talking right now. It's doing things. You don't see that?
Let me look. I don't think I see anything.
So because he's having you look for something that he's already found in a way, roll me a perception to see if you can actually see it within
Okay.
what he's trying to refer to.
You giant loot bag.
You're not quite understanding what he's trying to show you. It doesn't
Fucking
make sense.
fuck. You went from a 14 to a 6. Okay. So at this point, I want him to explain to me what he sees. I'll tell him that it's that I'm not as scholarly as him in these ways, so I'm not seeing the thing the way that he's seeing it. I want him to explain it to me.
It's right there.
What is it doing? Is it pulsing, orbing, changing colors? Is it do you see the rainbow? Does it taste like blue?
I can't believe you don't see it. It's right there in front of you.
Fizz, this is not my thing. I can pick a lock. You can see these things. What do you see?
Touch it. Just touch it.
I am touching it.
No, touch the stone.
Okay, so at this point, I'll just take the whole amulet and just put it in my hands. Fuck it. Let's Bohica.
All right. I'm going to hold for a second. Time check.
Yeah, we're in a spot.
9.
Okay.
Alpheus is about to die a fiery burning death, and I am definitely at my hard stop rate.
This is a good point to stop.
By the way, I did not think this was going to fucking go this way. I thought I was going to be able to manipulate him into more information, and he's manipulating me. This is a bunch of fucking bullshit.
This is fine.
I'm telling you right now, I'm just going to start rolling all ones, because at least then I know why I'm not getting anything. I rolled a 21 on deception, and I'm still losing.
Oh. So, any thoughts of what this is? Out of character, in real world.
So I have personally, like I said, from Alpheus's point of view, I have serious concerns about the trustworthiness of Atwood, and that trustworthiness is now calling into question Fizz, not because it's Fizz, but because he's
Acting loopy.
that's we all know that Fizz is corrupted by the amulet, and what that corruption level is, we thought was minor, but now I'm not thinking it's as minor as it was before. I'm nervous because the thing is I rely on him for a lot of things.
I think it's a phylactery of some sort.
I think because, and we kind of like chatted about this a little bit, but because the mace kind of feels very godly and would remind me of Naralis, I would think it's one of like the arch demons or like the sub gods within hell, basically, that's like been trapped and sealed away. But I don't know like which one or any specific like reason
Why-
within our
That's
conversation.
the thing, right? Is
And
Eva
yeah,
can't touch it. She can't touch it.
Yeah.
When Fizz touched it, it like took control of him.
and very
Atwood
well.
had it and touched it, and he missed an entire day. And I don't remember what happened, but Sed had it at one point too.
Well, you had
I
it at
had
one
it
point.
when we were in Madame Yuri's house.
Yeah, and
You
what
had-
did you have any side effects? Because you're chaotic neutral.
I don't think he
Keep
did.
digging through your desk while we ask you
No.
questions.
That are you talking to me?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry. No, that was with the hammer.
You
The-
had
It
No, you were the one that had the amulet. You went into the fog by yourself, and it screwed you up worse than the other one. Not
I
you.
swear Sed had
Right.
the amulet at one point.
No, it was Altheus that went in with the amulet and got really screwed up when he went
Yeah,
into the
but-
fog.
He gave it. I'm pretty sure he had it. He gave it to you when everything went down. I took it all back,
Right.
and I'm trying to remember what's your alignment.
Mine?
Said
Oh.
I want to say neutral good if I remember correctly. One sec.
if you're neutral good, it
Lawful-
would have affected you the way that it
Lawful
affected.
neutral.
Yeah.
So you get the same outcomes I do because of your neutrality, which is why you could handle it and not have any problems, and I can handle it and not have any problems, but the other two can't, and that means Atwood has some struggle with it. I internally, I thought Atwood was a good guy, but it's also possible Atwood's full of shit. He was the traitor, and he's screwing everybody over, and he's the reason all this shit's going down.
Yeah.
And I'd like to point out that I tried to intimidate that fucker, and I got made fun of, and now he left. Apparently,
Oh.
that's frowned upon in this establishment.
I want this to carry over explicitly into the next round because I think part of the like readying of action is like if something goes wrong, like I see something going wrong with the amulet, I want to take an action. And seeing him about to touch like that part of it, the ready to action would be to start praying to the mace again, which I tried last time and I did terribly. But I would like to try that again at the beginning of the next session. And trying to communicate with the deity that I assume is in the mace.
Yeah, you got to save me, pretty lady.
You gotta learn to save yourself, mister. I don't trust anybody.
Listen, sometimes you got to put your faith in the Lord.
Okay. That's what I'm saying.
All right. So are you two done conniving your way out of my perfect deception roll?
I don't know what you're talking about.
All I'm saying is Small rolls a fucking 21 and kills the goddamn humanoid. I roll a 21 and I get
I just want to say this. Do you see that? That is my
Dragon?
spirit. That is my spirit animal, the green dragon.
I don't
My
understand.
daughters will
Apples are
both tell
supposed to
you.
have good luck. What the fuck?
Both of my daughters will tell you when I DM'd, I was evil as hell.
Hold on. I don't give a fuck how evil you are. The rolls dictate the outcome. I rolled a 21.
And look, is Fizz not talking to you?
Fuck no! Can't you see it? That's not an answer. That is literally. I don't know how to answer this question.
No, I know exactly how I am. You got to be able to see it. How can you not see it? It's right there in front of your eyes.
I'm gonna punch you. You know what? You know what I always tell you when you tell me you'll call me back?
What's that?
What do I always say? When you tell me you'll call me back and I say if you don't call me back, I'm gonna do what?
You're gonna stab me.
I'm gonna cut you, right?
Yep.
And with that note, we're going to be done for this stream for tonight. I appreciate it.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, guys
Thank you.
and gals.
Bye.
Bye, y'all.